But nah.
I would be concerned if I did know.
No, I had spilled coffee on my shirt, and I was like, I can't go out like this, or like whoever watches is gonna be looking like this dude pissed on himself. You know how we think, us ignorant men, we think about stupid shit. Like,
Boy,
I mean,
don't we know it.
at least I could be like, yeah, at least my shit big. It was big enough to flip the piss back at me. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I got a little bit right there. You know what I'm saying? But nah, man,
That's concerning because you mean you either playing with it or
that
you trying
man,
to use the bathroom or no.
that shit right there kind of makes me kind of be like, you know what I'm saying? Because like I've been in the bathroom with people. And they'd be like, you shake it too many times, you playing with it. I'm like, why you worry about what the fuck I'm working with around here? Like, why you watching how many times I do fucking calf raises around
I
this
guess the
motherfucker?
problem, what I meant was like you're shaking it while you're still peeing. If you're doing that, yeah, you're playing with it.
I mean, how do they know I just don't piss in cursive? You know what I'm saying? Like, that might be a thing. I might want to be writing
Might
my
be a
name.
weird thing.
No, not really. It's artistic. Autistic. Is it autistic or artistic? It's one of the two. But like,
It's not artistic, I can tell you that much.
what you mean?
It might be
Hey,
autistic.
chill out. Hey, my For You page is just fucked, full of just like autism. Like the spectrum is heavy on my TikTok page now.
See,
It's
what you
just,
get for making fun of them. They came for revenge.
I don't know how to feel about it. I honestly don't.
It's okay. Mine's is full of baby powder and cornstarch now, and I don't know how to get rid of it. And I'm quite upset about it.
They might have to delete
All
the
I
app and re-download
as
it. I'm
soon as
not
I get
sure.
on TikTok, all I hear is I'm like,
Bitches crunching on
no, get
chalk.
off.
Yo, you send me that video of that bitch crunching on chalk and stirring that shit. It's just like I had my headphones on. Fuck you, first of all, for that. Like that bitch was stirring that
I was
shit
like,
like double
I'm
double
not gonna be the only
toils of
one in
trouble.
this friendship with a messed
Man,
up TikTok, so I had to send it to you.
you could have kept that shit. I ain't gonna even lie to you.
I was not.
You should have sent that shit to somebody else. You need new friends to send shit like that to. Don't send me no shit like
I don't
that,
want
dog.
any friends that I need to send that to. But I was like, you know what? My TikTok messed up. I'm messing up his too. I hope they come across your TikTok tonight. All of them.
That could have
And
been
there's
the
so many of
beginning
them.
of my week of like hypersensitivity. Like I don't know if I was just like hypersensitive with everything this week, and I've just been like, I had a short fuse like this whole week, like real shit. Like my superpowers probably would have revealed themselves if somebody else would have just like said some shit to me. Like like the origin stories, and they could just blow shit up on accident. Like, oh no, like that would have been me or some shit. Probably would have had some useless ass superpowers too. I told my boys, I was like, I saw a spider. I was like, I'm gonna let it bite me, see if I get powers. But I might fuck up and get like the bad powers. Like I like turn into a real spider. Like I get super hairy. You know what I'm saying? I get bald spots from me kicking my feet too
Or if
hard.
it's poisonous, you just might die. There's that.
I
And some of
mean,
them are quite quick. You're not gonna make it to the hospital. You gonna drop dead right there.
well, see, we don't live in Australia. We
Some of
live.
them are here.
Which ones? I know Black Widows. You know what I'm saying? But
That's definitely number one. But apparently, people been finding all types of little critters running around in America that aren't from America.
I know a brown recluse is a motherfucker too.
And then whatever it is that poisonous hornet that's also running around stings you will
A
also
murder
kill
hornet.
you.
We got murder hornets now. I thought they left.
They didn't leave. They like it here. Just because it's winter don't mean nothing.
Shit.
Everything comes back.
Yeah, nah. Maybe if them
I'm
hornets
like, a
was
lot of that stuff is by migrating. Here's the same way with the stink bugs. When you had them neither, they migrated here.
shit, nah. Them hornets need to be black. Like make I bet if the murder hornets was black, they'd be like, man, we can't stay here no more. Buzz, buzz. You know what I'm saying? Like they keep killing us. They killing our people, our
You come
insects.
over here, it's gonna be black on black crime because this girl gonna kill you. I'm sorry. No bug is
Damn,
allowed in my house.
that's
I try to
terrible.
get ladybugs out, but they be wanting to stay, and I'm like, I understand, I know what you mean, but you got to get out. Sorry. You got to
What
go
do you
back
mean? I know what you
outside.
mean. Like, what do you mean by that?
What ladybugs?
Mm-hmm.
Oh well, Don't know how many of you are actually spiritual, but ladybugs are actually just the way the Lord are actually guarding you.
Mm.
And I'm like, I love your meaning. It's very beautiful, but I don't want you inside my house. You can guard it from outside the door. And
Motherfucker
if
got
you choose
evicted.
not to stay, you gonna die. Like, get out.
How terrible of a person do you have to be to just kill a ladybug?
It depends if you don't get out my house. That's like an annoying person. I'm like, okay, I got the gun upstairs. Are you gonna get out, or do I need to help you get out, or would you like to leave in a body bag? You
Okay,
got 3
Medea.
choices. Pick.
You out here like Medea. Hello.
No, she shoot first and then tell you to get out.
That should be
I'm at least
funny.
gonna tell you to get out like 3 times, and if I have to go get it, then you better run because I'm not gonna miss.
Ladies and gentlemen, we do not support violence. You know what I'm
Yes, he
saying?
does.
I wholeheartedly do. I was talking to my brother about that shit. I was like, I was going over some of the topics I was going to talk about tonight with him, and he was like, "You got some good subjects," and I was like, "I'll be talking about everything on this bitch." Like, I go from like,
I have one,
"You got one? All right." Like I was telling
or
his
maybe
ass,
2.
"Shit,
I'm not really too sure.
shit, I'm ready for him." Shit, and we don't discuss really much of anything, any of these topics.
Just
Like,
random stuff. It's
yeah,
just it's fun stuff.
they be shit I see on the internet. You know what I'm saying? Like around the news and personal
Did we get
experiences.
anything for our strange addictions?
No, we didn't. But I'm never
Is it also
deleting that
because you
fucking.
didn't post it?
I
Are
didn't
you busy
post it.
posting the other thing?
What other thing? See, I fucked up already. I don't even remember. I need you to look. This is gonna be your new job. All right. Hereby
Intern. I don't
from this
know.
from this point forward, she will be in charge of editing and not even just editing, just watching it, rewatching it a little bit, and just give me timestamps to go back and look at that you thought was funny, and then I'll do the clipping and then the editing
I'm like,
and shit
we
like
still
that.
missing the shake weight joint, which I really shouldn't even bring back up, but I don't even
Oh,
know if
we
you know which
did miss
episode
the
that
shake
is.
weight.
But is that one?
Yeah, we're missing the shake weight. We're missing the gaslighting.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's the other one.
yeah.
And strange addictions,
That
which
one.
is last week's episode.
Hey, when we get off of here after we get off of Twitch, if we twitching tonight, you know, you know what I'm saying? Like we need to go back and scrub some of these things.
Sizzling like bacon.
Hell yeah. I forgot about that shit. That's funny as hell. Oh, the RFK fucking impression.
Yes. What's your favorite retard?
What's my favorite retard? I would like to say that my favorite
that was
type of retard. It's not RFK. He's not retarded. He just has a condition. You know what I'm saying? That's terrible. Why am I doing this? This is terrible.
Know.
I'm a terrible person. I'm wearing this dope ass windbreaker. You feel me? Y'all like it? Y'all like the drip?
I love it.
Y'all like the drippity drip?
Whoever bought it has great taste.
I'm trying to tell you. Hell yeah. Shit. Go Birds. I'm excited for next season already.
It'll be interesting.
I even care about the people they let go this season. I'm just like, we do this shit every other year. I swear to God. Like even if we lose, we still lose
and
good
to
people.
be fair, they let go of people every year, so yeah.
Absolutely.
Makes it more fun.
Makes it fun, and it gives the new guys opportunities to show up. Like,
has the NFL draft started? Is that this month or next month?
I think it's next month.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like watching it.
That shit's dope. Yeah. I ain't gonna be able to watch it though because I work late. Unfortunately.
Yeah, but
I don't have the cards. No cards. Adios, muchacho. But yeah.
Doesn't it also air on the weekend?
I don't think so.
At night.
I'm not sure. We'll have to look it up because they be changing shit.
Yeah, they do.
So I was watching Kill Tony, right? Shout out to Tony Hinchcliffe. Like the way he be talking to the comedians that come up there, they be holding the microphone like down here, and you could barely hear them and shit. They be like up, up, up. So I watched them how they use the microphones and shit, and the same way I'm holding my microphone is the same way that the pros do it now. So I'm like, I'm feeling a little more professional. You know what I'm saying? I feel great. I like this. Especially shout out to Walmart online. These dope ass microphones. I don't even know what brand this is, but these some bitches sound amazing. It's just like hard P's and puhs and shit is bad. But other than that, it sounds great. I don't sound like what's that nigga name off of Black Panther? Namor.
It starts at wait, what?
Like
Now I was looking up the NFL draft for you. It's actually on the 24th through the 26th, and it starts at 8 p.m.
ooh, April
It's in
24th.
April.
April
April
24th.
24th to the 26th. Yeah.
Okay.
So
That'll
that
work.
Thursday through that Saturday,
That's dope.
but it's 8 p.m. my time though. So 7 p.m. your
7
time.
p.m. my time. I might be off by then. It depends on if they change their mind. They be doing some fuck shit at my job. They be like, all right, well, look, y'all, we don't have enough sunlight, so y'all go home. And then daylight savings rolls around. It's like, well, shit, it get dark later. So, I mean, I guess y'all ass working later. I don't fucking know. But
Ah, well, yeah, I guess that's true, but yeah, you would probably only miss like the
not
first
a
two
lot.
rounds
That shit, man,
or
I be getting
first
deboed at my
three.
time. Like, the way the daylight savings be like, oh, look, I just got an hour, extra hour. And then my job be like, no, I got an extra hour. Like,
Sucks to be you.
depression sets in.
I don't have to worry about that.
I
My
know.
hours are set unless
It
I
must be
change them.
nice. I'll be waking the whole house up with that. I got an old school alarm I found and I plugged it in from when I was a child. That shit is loud as fuck. I was in an
You need it.
office. I do. Like, I was in my office earlier
I was
and
about to make a comment, but I need to be quiet.
I want to hear it now. Like, shit, spit it.
Well, I'll spit that offline.
I bet. I might forget, so you better remember.
I won't.
I bet. But nah, I was in the office earlier and I had fucked up and hit the snooze button for that bitch. And I walked back here thinking shit was sweet. I thought I turned it off. Man, that shit. Man, Selena got up. She was like, Dad, can you turn your alarm clock off? It's so loud. Like, all right, my bad. I had that walk of shame down this long ass hallway, walk past everybody's rooms. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, that motherfucker was
I'm trying to figure
waking.
out why is it not in your room.
It was in my room, but I was in the office when it went off. I hit the snooze button on accident.
Go back to using your phone.
No, we can't do that. No,
I mean, if you're gonna be waking the whole house up
that'd be all right.
and also not be near it, you need to use your phone, which is on you all the time.
Not all the time. Sometimes I be leave my phone in the room and I come back here with Pepper. What?
I'm gonna
What?
let you be great. I'm
I
gonna
be
let you be great.
forgetting. I be forgetting sometimes.
I'm gonna let you be great.
How was your weekend?
The weekend was quiet, as it should be.
Did you do any fun activities?
No.
Moving on. Ah, oh, hard hands. I don't want to. I don't want to. I don't want to lift my bottle up too high, but hard hands. Y'all, she sent me a picture of this painting that she did. It was amazing art. If you send that art to me, I promise you, I could probably hang it. I'll hang it back there. You know what I'm saying? So y'all can see it every
You are never
episode.
getting it. You don't need it.
What? It's a great painting. It's like a Picasso.
My flood paintings are far better than that painting.
What are you talking about? That thing is
You can go
amazing. You can sell that
I
joint for
make
like a
flood
few
artwork,
thousand.
right?
Flood artwork.
Yes.
I mean, shit. That's what the South do. When every time a hurricane come through, they be like, "Look what I did to this city."
I'm about to say, let me find a picture.
Yeah, please do, because I don't know what the fuck flood artwork is. But nah, man.
I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah, kind of, sort of. How do you do it? Like, what goes into making flood art?
You can do this in multiple like different ways, but I just make these. Well, I custom make these, so people can pick whatever colors that they want, and I'll use I haven't made it in a while, so I don't exactly remember everything that I used to use. Because I used to just make it any old type of way, but I actually have the stuff still in my room. But it's
Go
almost
get it.
like it's a pour painting, but I call it flood art.
A pour painting.
Because you can actually like, so some people will take it and just kind of sort of take the actual paint bottles and just like squirt it all over the canvas and just tilt it whatever way. So I actually mix my colors together and layer them and then pour it on the canvas and tilt it any old way. And I kind of sort of let the paint do whatever it wants to do. And however it dries is how you will get it. If you don't like it, let me know before I send it, because you will not get another, and I will not redo it.
I ain't gonna lie to you, dog. Paint too damn expensive to just be like, what'll it be, fellas? Mustard?
Yeah, this painting costs $100.
Man, the fucking acrylic, use acrylic? Yeah, acrylic is high as fuck.
And depending on whether or not you want it to be matte or glossy, it's going to be extra like 25 to 50. So, but a lot of people like it because this is the kind of art people hang in their houses.
It's unique.
So,
not every piece is different.
It will always be different.
I like that. I like that.
Probably sold over like a good 122 pieces.
You should make me a painting that's like green, white, black, and silver.
I could do that.
Hell yeah. Look at me sneaking in Eagles art.
I'm not surprised you picked that.
What? What gave it away? Anyway, welcome back to another episode of the Unmannerly Project, where your boy has been very unmannerly on TikTok, and I've been getting fucking him to left and right. Dog, what the fuck, man? Like, all I did was say some shit was trash. That's all I said.
I saw.
All I said was trash.
They got me for saying someone sounds stupid.
That's different. Stupid is name calling. All I'm just saying is a noun. I'm just saying trash.
That's not name calling. Me saying you sound stupid when you're saying things that are ridiculous.
That sounds like an insult. That's an insult. You're insulting something or someone.
Darling, what's calling someone trash? What?
Is trash. Look, if I'm watching the people with the garbage trucks go up and down the road and I say trash, boom, you out of here. But saying that somebody sounds stupid is a whole different thing. That's not what you meant.
So TikTok got you.
Damn it. It's some fucking
but
British cigarette.
But what she was trying to say doesn't make sense because of the fact that you're trying to jam men up just because of the fact that there are men out here who don't want to date women with kids. That is their preference. You sound stupid.
Why do people have a problem with that?
We single women don't want to date men with no kids. That's
what
right.
Up, babe?
I don't have to tolerate you, your kids, or your baby mamas.
Nope. It's all about what you're willing to deal with.
And for you to try to take that away from men and want to be like, okay, well, you know what, y'all still the same as y'all was in high school. Okay, it's not our fault. You still the same as you was in high school, but your consequences are you got kids.
Yep, that monkey.
You sound stupid.
Yep. Only thing that damage a man when he got kids is his motherfucking wallet. But for you bitches with multiple baby daddies and kids and shit, and you want a man to accept all 7 of them motherfuckers?
Yeah, so it's like...
No, it tripped me out when bitches be like...
I feel like she sounded dumb. I'm like, no. I understand TikTok. Y'all don't want people like out here really, really like hurting people's feelings, but that's social media. That's all we do. If you sound dumb, someone needs to tell you that you sound dumb.
This is why we go to X. Guys, go to X. I know everybody don't like Elon, and that's all right. But at least over there, you get to speak your mind.
It's a good thing, because that's one of my topics.
Oh, shit. Look at these segues. This shit just happens. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's talent, dog. This is talent.
We should do this more often. Just pick stuff and see whether now we can segue into each other's stuff.
Fuck it, I'm with it. It's a challenge. What you got?
But yes, that is one of my topics. So, Tesla, the Cybertrucks are all under recall for a panel falling off due to faulty glue being used. So all you people that spent over $80,000 for that abomination of a truck is now recalled, period, point blank. All of them.
Hey, this
Not
nigga.
some of them, but all of them are recalled.
Hey, this nigga gluing bumpers on like Matilda Daddy. Look, though, you're supposed to screw them in, like, but that just takes too long. And he said, we use super glue here at Tesla.
I tell you, them comments was going off. They was like, y'all paid for all that, and he over here using Elmer's glue.
Fucking Gorilla Glue, man. That's just crazy.
Well, Gorilla Glue, it would have stayed. He's using glue to build his cars. I'm like, do you all know what happened if you all was on the highway? Because that means your car is built with nothing, and if your family's in it, y'all all gonna be roadkill. He is dumb, and you approve this, but they're all being recalled.
Damn. Is it you said the Cybertrucks, right?
Not one, but all.
You said Cybertrucks are all Teslas?
All Cybertrucks. Well, the original Teslas are made right.
Okay, so it's the Cybertruck, the fucking Lego trucks.
The Cybertrucks, yes.
His son probably designed that shit. It looked like a child drew that.
Probably the one that built it.
The nigga built like his Cybertrucks. That's funny as fuck. Somebody.
I wonder. That means how many times has this happened to people for you to make a mass worldwide recall? Not just like one nation that's buying it. Whoever has the truck, give it back. Man. And just imagine if this is your only car, you no longer have a car.
Unless you go back and go with the recall. I mean, shit, you stuck.
You don't have no choice.
What, they gonna come and confiscate that motherfucker?
It's not safe to drive. And if you die of your own accord, you can't do anything because the whole world knows that the truck is recalled.
So that damn bumper's coming off like the Dallas Cowboys Stadium. Remember that fucking piece of the roof fell out? That's how the bumpers coming off. Damn, that's crazy.
Could you imagine going 80 miles per hour and a panel just flies off your car and in someone else's car and you are liable for it and you knew it was recalled? Yeah, no, that's a lawsuit against you, your insurance company, and Elon. So heck yeah, you all better give back that truck because he could get in trouble because you made a faulty product and sold it anyway.
That's where being bougie goes wrong. You know what I'm saying? You bet you could have had a Chevy. But nah.
Well, no. That truck is now bougie. I don't even count it as bougie, being that the average person can get it.
Shit, that shit is bougie. You got a Tesla? All right, bet. That's like
my friend has a Tesla. Doesn't mean she bougie.
Talking about the Cybertruck shit?
Any of them, I don't care. If it's a car that anybody could get, it's not bougie.
The old Tesla cars is like the Fiats. Like when the Fiat came out, like, oh shit, you got a Fiat? And then now we're looking at them like, who the fuck want to drive around that ladybug?
They're so common. But you can literally get a Tesla and anybody can pretty much get one. All you need to do is have some type of credit and some type of money. And depending on what you're putting in it, because you're building it, period. The car is not made. It's not like you're going on a car lot. You have to build the car. So depending on what you get in it, you can get basically virtually nothing, and the car note's probably going to be like $300. Anybody could get a Tesla.
Fuck that.
That's why the car is so popular, because almost anybody and everybody has it versus the cars that cost real money that you can't just walk off the lot with, whether you got good credit or not.
Look, I have a theory.
Yes.
How would you feel if I were to tell you I'm going to get a Tesla? Just because I know people crashing out about Elon and everybody's like selling out, like all the liberal people like, fuck Elon and this, and they're selling their shit. I want to buy one for cheap. Because look, if I could get one for cheap, that's the grocery getter right there. Shit.
And actually, a lot of people didn't know that a lot of car lots, their car dealerships, you can't trade that piece of junk in. It's not worth anything to them.
Sell it to your boy. I give you $2,000 for it. I get $2,000 for it right now.
That's all they can do. You have to personally sell it to somebody by yourself, because it's not worth anything to the car dealerships, and also because they can't fix it.
Dog, this cat just talked. I am
Okay.
sober. Like I heard that motherfucker say, "Wow." Like, what you wowing about? She here listening to the conversation. Wow. But anyway,
Or,
man,
wow.
that's
That means a
crazy.
OW at the end of that.
I got new socks. They dummy
That's
proof.
why
They
she's
got
wowing.
left and right. No, I got like some. They're kind of like compression socks, but they
That
got
was a
like
fun transition.
that was dope as hell. That was dope as hell. Good subject. I like that. I like that.
And I just literally randomly came across that. I was like, dang, not recalling all Cybertrucks though.
All man, get them all off the road, man. Fuck it. I'm tired of looking at them.
Well,
It's not even a
he's
real
losing
truck,
stock
man.
now. So I'm
Ooh, I
like,
need to
yeah.
pull my shit out because I got stock in Tesla. Nah, I'm lying. I'm keeping that shit there.
And if you don't have the whole stock, it's pretty much useless anyway.
I mean, I put some in Cash App.
Yeah, useless.
No, I got me a share.
Yeah, useless.
No, that's ignorant. I got me a share in Tesla. I got me a share in Tesla. I got some in I think I got some in
No,
Netflix.
when you do stock, you never go directly for the big ones. That's not how that works.
Mm.
Unless you're rich.
I've been gaining some money off of that shit.
Yeah, 1/16 of a dollar.
This morning with my get your black ass down. Don't be looking up there to jump. Watching you. Oops. After the light skin look, the face ID, I was like, but now let's look at this. Boom. Stocks. Shit. Oh no. I've lost 20 cents in my Tesla stock and 8 cents off Apple. So
Why do you have those?
well, Apple, because I did it. I got the Apple right around the time when that new green iPhone came out. Was it the 12, 14, some shit like that? 12, 13? The
13.
13, yeah, the forest green, that beautiful motherfucker. When Apple was like slapping the fuck out of people with that bitch, I was like, oh yeah, let me give me a little bit of
I
that.
know I have it.
All right, y'all, that's the show, man. I appreciate y'all for coming through. But nah, man, I got that joint.
What?
I gotta show you how strong that hand is, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, that better be some I solemnly swear.
Oh my gosh.
To Haggy Hill. Jahan
You ain't
Redcorn.
hitting nobody.
Nah, I ain't hearing shit. I don't even wear wife beaters no more. I wear wife threateners. You know what I'm saying? Like, it should be like my wife beaters they ain't about that life. I'm like, nah, I got wife threateners. I not, goddamn it. That's all they say. They don't really hit bitches. This is awkward now.
You went there all by yourself without making no comments.
This rabbit hole went down the wrong one. This a crawfish hole. What's up, baby? But no, I used to have Netflix. I used to have Coinbase.
Hopefully you bought a lot in Coinbase.
Nah, not really.
You should have.
I should have done a lot. I should have invested in Bitcoin when it came out.
You
But I was
should
too
have.
busy being a fucking child for that. What's your next topic that you got?
You want to take a guess? You might have seen it.
Mm-mm.
It's
What is
about
it?
your favorite topic, the ghetto.
That's not my favorite topic.
Oh, you love hating on ghetto people. Because
No, I
y'all
don't.
annoying. Yes,
Why you got to
do.
put me in them? Go say, because y'all annoying.
What?
Because y'all annoying.
No. We've talked about this. Unless
Yeah,
you
no.
think you're ghetto, that means I'm not talking to you.
I'm not very ghetto, but I am a
Oh,
little
I guess
street.
I'm talking to you.
For the
But
streets.
you have common sense. Unlike these wonderful African American females that went to the DR and tore up someone's stuff because they did not get their money back. You did not convert your money to DR money, and you just chose to be ghetto and ratchet and look so stupid in another country. And I'm like, I kind of hope they arrest you,
They
so
did.
you'll think twice.
So what I want to ask you, what is the real story behind this? Because I've heard two stories, and I have two different opinions about it.
The real story is you spent $50 forgetting that you're in a third world country. Our money does not equate to their money, which is why we convert our money to their money to be able to give them precise money. So you want him to break down how to break down a freaking American 50, which holds more weight. This is all about not getting change back.
So,
which is why we convert our money to their money so we don't have this problem. But you could have did that in a better manner versus going to another country and showing your black fool behind because you look stupid at the end of the day now. You did not need to tear up that man's stand, throw his stuff in the ocean, no none of that. And you're in a foreign country doing this, knowing that a lot of people right now in these foreign countries don't like Americans.
That's true.
And you're black. They like you even less.
So what was the thing? Like, cause I saw that she gave him $50 and she wanted her change back, but he didn't want to give it to her. He kept it. He kept the whole thing.
Because he can't.
No, I'm saying he kept the whole thing.
He's not. This is why we convert our money when you first get
there.
No,
well, listen.
He's not. So like when you go to these other countries and stuff like that,
in the tourist areas,
you have to convert your money.
And when you go. No, when
when you're there as a tourist, you have to convert your money to their money because they cannot do the math to sit right here because they're going to give you back DR money. They're not going to give you back American money. He can't give you what he does not have, which is why you do it when you first freaking land. That's the reason why we convert our money to their money. It's the same way when they convert their money when they come here because we can't take your money. It means nothing here. So if I sit right here and have a whole bunch of yen and I want to go to the grocery store, you think the grocery store in America is going to take this yen or they're going to look at me like I'm stupid?
Well, not
only can I not count it,
no, that's what
I'm
saying.
I can't even take it.
No, because I'm looking at it like you're in a tourist spot and these guys have a business that they do here where they go around where the people come in for the tourists come and they have their vacations and shit like that and they just sell. They just rack up money.
And like common sense with any other tourist, you convert your money to that country's currency.
Not just that. I agree with that, but you can't tell me that she's the only one that paid with cash, with American money there.
He probably is because she's stupid enough to use American money.
And these dudes were, smart enough to play like they didn't know how to give her change back because I know this ain't their first time handling American money. We can't be naive and think that they just.
No, I'm not saying that's not the first time that that's happened, but there's a reason why stuff like this doesn't happen because most people who are smart convert their money. Because guess what? Again, like I said, when they come here, we're not taking your currency. You have to convert it. We can't do anything with it. I can't do anything with yen.
Nobody
I can't do any.
You
can't even do anything with a Canadian dollar, and they're attached to us.
Yeah,
Again, you can give me your money all day long, but what am I supposed to do with this?
Nobody comes here for tourism. Like nobody comes to America for tourism unless they go to New York or they go to California or Florida. No, they don't. Nobody's like, oh, we're gonna go to America for spring break. You know what I'm saying? And they live in some beautiful ass country.
Which is funny because that's another topic. But yes, they do. A lot of people from other countries actually do come here.
Look, I agree.
Just as much as we go there. It's the same way again. If I want to go to Japan, American money is worth more in Japan. I still have to freaking convert it to yen so they can count it to give me my money back. They're not computers.
I understand that.
At the end of the day.
I understand that.
If she would have handled it, I think it's because of the fact it's blowing out of proportion because she handled it poorly. And then on top of it, again, you're in another country where they probably don't speak English too well, and you probably can't speak Spanish.
We can't play like that. That's naive. Like if them people are always in a tourist spot,
them all the benefit of a doubt, but
they always talk to American people. They always talk to American tourists. They know how to sell shit. They know how to play stupid too. I'm not taking that from them. But right now, you're the idiot in a foreign jail because you showed your dumb butt. It ain't. No, I get that, and There's their rules.
If
You know what I'm saying? But
but
the point what
that's
I've
what I'm
seen on
saying though.
TikTok
You made it wrong for no reason. All you had to do was sit right here. You could have called. I don't care. You could have did anything but sit right here and get ready to land your dumb self in jail.
from what we saw,
Because
it
even
was
if
like
he
what
is
a
a
20-second
scammer,
clip. It wasn't but a 20-second clip. That's all the context we can get from that. But let me like if I like you ask the person that my things that you don't fuck with me is family, money, and me. You know what I'm saying? Like the money, you know what I'm saying? You don't play with that shit with me because I work hard to get my money. Nothing was really just given to me. So it's like if I go over there on vacation and I know I'm in an area where the people speak English, I know they take my money. I
but
know
you're
that
not.
they are. They know these people speak English. They know they fucking know
Darling, no, they don't.
how are they
I
communicating?
get
How are they
I
communicating to buy a pina colada? And
darling. I'm not
even in
I'm not
Mexico
saying
when you
that. I'm not saying that at all, but let's not get crazy. I'm like when you go to these other countries, all of them their English is not good.
it's not great, but that's like if
It's
you go to
not great.
Jamaica, you know
As
what
a
I'm
matter of
saying?
fact, I don't even want to say that it's not good. It's all right.
All right, look,
It might be less than that. That's what's like me. I'm giving them both the benefit of the doubt. I just don't appreciate the behavior because again,
I don't appreciate
you're
people like just minimizing this lady's feelings about being fucked with her
care
money.
about her feelings because
No,
you've been
obviously
through all
nobody cares
that.
about her feelings. You know what I'm saying? So like I'm speaking
Because
from
unfortunately, there's a way to do things, and you made
when
yourself look
in the
stupid
moment
for no reason.
in the moment
We're
when
not.
people
I
in the moment when
understand in the
people are
moment,
playing with your money, all right?
but here's the thing. I don't know if he's playing with your money. I don't know if you're again because you're not smart enough to go convert your money. Again, this is probably why a lot of people don't need to be vacationing at other countries because you don't know the rules, you don't know how to do stuff, and you think you just gonna get. I'm gonna just give you $50 of American money, figure it out. I get
We
that.
don't know if she did that. And I'm saying
I
we don't know if she
totally
even did that. We don't know if we saw him counting American money and we knew he had the money. I know he ain't the
I
she
know
was not
that
the she was
they
not the
only
first customer that paid with American money. When cash. I know she not. If the dude had the money, he
darling,
just didn't want to give
yet
it
no
to
one
her.
else had a problem but you.
Then why
And we
then
live in a world where everybody wants to record everything. And another reason why I'm like, I don't really like the videos because I'm like, why didn't y'all record how she was acting to begin with? Which means, was you already loud and rude? Don't just record the drama because at the end of the day, she's still wrong now. Regardless if he's wrong or not. And if he is trying to count the money, how would we know? Because y'all didn't really record him neither after she started destroying his stuff.
that's what I'm saying. So we already jumping to conclusions, and I'm just like,
I'm
okay,
not
well, this
trying to
man
jump
don't
to a
know.
conclusion,
Well, we
but
saying this man.
unfortunately,
I was saying we
his
don't
poor
know nothing.
behavior is already recorded. It
So I'm
doesn't
saying,
matter. That's
I mean,
great.
look,
You
I'm
didn't
saying like,
start off nice, and I'm not gonna pretend that you did. Because we
right,
all know
but
how
we not
Americans
gonna
are.
we also not gonna pretend this man didn't talk shit to her. I know, like it's an escalation of shit. Like I'm pretty sure this lady they
No, it's
argued
not
back.
because
How we know that?
oh my
How do you know that?
gosh.
How do you know that?
Because some Americans, when they be going to these third world
In this
countries, they be
video,
having their butt on
how
their
do you
back
know?
and
In
sit right
this
here
video,
acting like
in
they the
this
grandest
situation,
daggone thing.
in this situation,
Let's
in this
not do that
video,
because we
how
take our
do we
little
know?
funky American attitude and behavior right on over there. The same
How
little
do we
funky
know?
attitudes that we deal with at our current jobs, we take them to other countries and you wonder why they don't want you to come back. It's not unheard of. It's not a trending thing. And some people are just nice trying to get it done. But when you got funky Americans with their funky attitudes, like they do, and we do have them because we deal with it. We deal with it every day.
And we deal with
So
foreign
you can't
niggas.
just be going to
And
other
we deal
people's
with
countries.
we deal with people from other countries that come over here and still try to scam you. They fucking do everything.
I'm not
And then
saying
look,
that, but right now I'm talking
well,
about from the
I know you're
American's
not saying it, so that's
perspective.
why I'm saying it. Because
Well,
I'm
I can't
telling.
really hear what you're saying because your mic going in and out.
That sounds like a Discord problem, but on my OBS, I sound perfect. And I'm sure on this recording I sound perfect, just like the last time. But I'm telling you.
Uh,
All right,
Not when I went
so
back and rewatched it.
I need you to give me some time clips so I can go back and look at it myself. But nah, like
I was supposed to be looking at
these
it anyway.
these foreign people, they know they really ain't gonna play them kind of games with white folks. They play this type of shit with niggas, and they know how they'd rather fuck
I'm
with
not
us.
saying that, but at the end of the day, there's no
I'm
reason for you
giving
to do what you did.
And when
Like
people,
at some
let me tell you
point,
something. Everybody's not
you
emotionally intelligent to recognize whenever they about to crash out. Everybody's not.
yes you do because
Everybody's.
you. But when you do it so often, how do you recognize it? And when people telling you about to crash out and you ignore it because you so feel like you're in the right, of course. But there's common sense, and you just
So I'm saying, if she crashing out, like, so that's one story I heard. The second story that I heard about it was that the man charged her. It was on the card. It wasn't cash. He charged her $330 or some shit like that, and he charged her for the whole group, and she was only about to pay for her drink. So when she got pissed off and asked for her money back, he told her that he couldn't give it to her. That she'll have to. I guess she couldn't get it back or some shit like that. And people was like, just dispute
oh
the charges. But like I said,
well,
like,
according to their cameraman, it's $50. It wasn't a card, so I don't know.
no, that's what I'm saying. Like, I like the guy. It was a bald headed black dude, right? Kind of sweet. He was talking and he was saying that he charged her for the whole group, and she was really only trying to pay, for her drink. And that shit ain't but $3. You know what I'm saying? Because they advertise it. The same niggas that they got they shit dumped, they on TikTok too, advertising $3 fucking daiquiris. So I'm trying to figure out, like, so how the fuck is all of this shit $330? So like, let me ask you this, so people don't be tripping, like, they're like, oh, it's just $300.
Well, I didn't hear $330.
Go watch that video. That man got
I heard from the cameraman who was recording it,
the friend that was there
trying
on
to
part 2,
defend her
the
and stuff
actual
like that.
friend.
But I'm like, that's cool and all, but I heard it was over $50 and you can't get change. So if you're swiping a card, change ain't got nothing to do with it.
No, that's what I'm saying. The
card.
friend that was there that's communicating back and forth to try to get her ass back out of jail. He's
Good
the
luck
one
with
that's
that.
saying it ain't hard to do. They say all I gotta do is bring somebody there to come get her out. It ain't hard to do. They just got to take the time to travel back over
Should have
there.
been out.
They just got to take the time to travel back over there. They went on a trip. So like,
But that's
he
why
was
I
saying,
said, okay.
no, he was just saying, like, of course it was gonna take time if he decided that he was gonna give her money back. So like, now you looking at 2 weeks waiting time, and then if she paid with a credit card, she got to wait for like another monthly statement, and we don't know what her financial situation is. She could be just living the time of her life in the moment when she can. Everybody ain't rich when they go on vacation, so like, this is probably big for her. So like,
What's
300 to 3,000? We can't say that because people deserve to have a break. Like, we don't know.
Yeah,
like,
it's called an affordable rate. You don't go nowhere broke.
we're not gonna act like the Dominican Republic is just like this extravagant ass, like, you got to save up your life savings just to go over there. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a cheap ass vacation. You know what I'm saying? The people go over there, they go over there.
Vacation is not cheap. What are you talking about?
This shit cheap over there. Just to even get there, they meant Ricky Smiley be giving this shit away like it's fucking Skittles. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't nobody really giving like really nice trips. Like, oh, let's go overseas to fucking Europe or some shit like that. Ain't nobody doing it. It's the DR. You know what I'm saying?
I need for you to actually go look up how much it really costs to be in the DR. It's not that cheap. If it's cheap, it's because you're picking cheap places. Yes,
in the
but
tourist.
So
that's what I'm saying. Like, so if this lady
even with all exclusive hotels,
lady worked,
it's about $350 a night.
So this lady probably she want her money. She don't play about her money like most people do. So like,
in the moment, I don't play about being in no foreign prison neither. So
that's what I'm saying.
Everybody
ain't emotionally intelligent to just be like, okay, when people screwing them over.
I'm in another country and I don't know y'all rules. And some stuff is just common sense. What?
Common
you don't
sense
take your ratchet behavior over there and think that it's the same thing. No, it's not. We are not treated the same. You don't go to any foreign country and want to show your butt. You don't know what their rules are.
You treat it like a nigga everywhere you go. Don't matter where you at. You could be in the United States, be treated badly. You could be in the United States, treated shitty by other niggas. You could be treated like a nigga in other countries by other niggas. You get treated shitty, but you
do realize you know your American rules. I don't know no DR rules. I don't know I don't know nothing about their laws.
And them niggas know, and they know that they can take advantage of niggas because they know as soon as we show our ass, we going to jail. She probably was best off getting arrested over there because she would have got her ass shot in America. So let's talk about that.
unless her ass go missing. You in a whole nother country, and you stuck in jail. So they decide to ship you somewhere because it's a part of their laws. What you gonna do then?
Well, at least she would have got the jail
Nothing.
shit over here. She would have got her ass fucking laid out. She would have got laid out over here. She did better going to jail over there. All they gotta do is go pick her up.
But I'm gonna let you be great.
They be killed. They kill black people over here.
They kill black people over there.
That's what I'm saying. Like you're more likely to get fucked up out here by police. Have you looked at what happens
in foreign countries too? Because you don't know how they act neither. What are you talking about?
We're talking about police.
Next topic.
No, we're not gonna do that. No,
I'm not going back and forth with you about this.
No, we're talking about police. We're talking about police at this point. Do you know that people protest about the way that Americans get treated by police over here compared to their countries?
Which is sometimes far worse. So what do you mean?
They protest in their countries to bring awareness to how we're treated in this country, which means it ain't that damn bad. Like, as far as...
Which country are we talking about, though?
Plenty.
Because you do know a lot of them will sit right there and they can also get shot up just for protesting anyway. But as long as you're not protesting against them and theirs, you're right.
So, like in most civilized countries...
I'm gonna say it again. What does that have to do with anything? You got blessed enough, and you better hope she's still there. Because you don't know these foreign countries, you don't know their rules, you don't know who they know. You're in a whole space where you pretty much are on unknown territory and water. At least you know the devil's over here.
Anyway,
I'm not gonna go somewhere
I think it's fucked up that people just
else.
like minimizing this lady just getting fucked up and scammed. And everybody's like, well, she could have handled it differently. Everybody could have handled it.
Nobody's saying that. Nobody's saying that.
I know I'm talking about what I've read in comments, and I've read in even the videos and shit. So I'm reading what society is saying.
Next, yeah, no.
What's the next topic you got?
I don't have a next topic. Go ahead. No, and I'm not picking any more topics.
That was a topic I was going to talk about anyway, so. It's all good. Canada says the old relationship with the U.S. is over. Alrighty.
So you said, what about Canada's over?
You didn't hear me?
We really needed them.
Everything good over there?
Yeah.
Because you got something on your mind.
What about Canada?
I'm asking you questions. I don't need no fucking attitude. I'm just asking you questions. You just muted out of nowhere, and I'm read the topic, and it's like, okay, I'm on the phone. Like what happened? That's what I'm saying. You okay? Because you got an attitude.
I don't have an attitude.
You look like you do. You want to come through the TV.
See it for real?
I mean, I'm not one for threatening.
They don't want to be our friend no more. We don't really need them. Okay.
And it's all about these dumbass tariffs.
Okay, that's what happens. Friendship over.
We don't. All right, bet. What do you want to talk about? What do you want to talk about?
Nope.
Because we short for words for these topics all of a sudden. Now that
I'm not short for words. There's nothing to say about that. You ruined the friendship over some daggone tariff. So what? Goodbye. Ain't nothing we can do about it.
Who ruined the tariff? Who ruined the friendships? That's what I'm saying. There's nothing to elaborate on when you have a fucking attitude like this. That's where I'm going with this.
There's nothing to elaborate on that, period, because again, Canada doesn't really do anything for America except power a couple states that Trump already doesn't care about. And then on top of it, your military is our military, and now you want to end everything with the US because of tariffs that you should be paying fairly. Goodbye. And then on top of it, we give you all more money than you all give us. Goodbye. You'll be back when you need something. Oh, and is China also raising their daggone tariffs against them? What you gonna do about that? Go be their friend?
All
That's
right.
what I get for playing with it.
It'd be all right. It just look like a one of them lights that dude on TikTok be trying to sell. That dude Tony. But yeah. So,
Are you off?
huh?
It's not turning off.
Oh, you got a remote for it?
Yep.
So it's probably one of them. You got to unplug and plug it back in.
It
Have you
doesn't work with
tried
these phones.
restarting? Marvin Sapp. You remember old Marvin Sapp? Mr. Never Would Have Made It.
Who?
Marvin Sapp. You know who that is?
No.
Gospel singer. I guess preacher. Yeah, he you know that dude that's you know that song like Never Would Have Made It? You know that song? It's a gospel song.
Probably do. Maybe if I heard it. If he's not one of my favorites, I don't know.
Okay, yeah. He in the news, man. They said that he told the ushers to close the doors until they raised $40,000 in tithes and offerings. He told them people, he said, "It's a bunch of y'all out there." He said, "If every one of y'all gave $20 and the people behind us gave $100, we'll have 40,000. If you want to give electronically," he told the ushers close the doors and bring all the plates to the front. He don't want them to pass nothing down the aisles. He said, "Bring it up to the front." Where he want to see everybody just put something inside the in the basket. And he said, "If you're giving electronically, touch your phone to it." I'm like, hell no. This man held them niggas hostage. I was like, how does he not have like any
Yeah,
kidnapping
pretty
charges
much.
yet? That's crazy. So, man,
Somebody should have been dialing 911 because that's illegal.
what's your thoughts on that?
He's an idiot. And I'm like, you're not raising that money for the Lord. You're not doing anything. And even the Lord tells people not to give, but they can't. So you pretty much is ignorant.
Yeah. But he said $20 per person. He said it's not a lot. I remember $20 when my late wife when I used to buy a Coke or something like that and get a meal and get one drink and had two straws. Because I wasn't broke. I was trying to be romantic or some shit like that, trying to make a joke about it. Like it's $20. It ain't nothing now, you know? But I'm like, it's all about the money in church now. That's why that shit's a joke.
It's always been about the money with church, but
That's why
it'd be all right.
I never
Y'all keep
liked it.
going. So
Maybe if he'd have brought out the holy strippers, like the praise dancers, they'd have been ready to get that $20.
no,
You don't think so?
'cause I don't know what a holy stripper is.
Talking about the praise dancers.
No,
Okay.
they supposed to be dancing for the Lord, not for be able for you to get money.
Cat Williams purchased a 117-acre property, a former Alabama military base with over 30 buildings and 3 million square feet of indoor space to create his own film studios. That's dope.
Cool.
I like that. We finna make movies, nigga. That's what's finna happen. That's a lot of damn space. I'm about to move to Bama. Give me a job out there with an old cat.
Why not? They probably hiring.
Hell yeah. Like, y'all need some trees cut? Like, I got y'all. Nigga, cut that big ass oak down right now, nigga.
Pretty sure he probably needs other people to do other stuff that's inside. This light's about to annoy me.
No, I could pause it. Let's pause it. I'm gonna pause. Take a pause for the cause. Technical difficulties.
No,
BR
it's
back.
fine.
BRB. BRB.
Just for your whole package alone is close to damn near $10,000. And that's not even including hotel, and if you want to get like a car to just drive like other places, that's not even including Universal Studios and all the other extra stuff that you want to do. It's all just getting expensive, and you all thrive off tourism. You need it. But when
Florida
the
fucked
tourists
up.
can't afford to go, what you gonna do?
They're gonna go to North Dakota. Plan A ain't gonna go nowhere. Houston, it is. Again,
North Dakota is pretty though.
it is.
A
I
lot
like
of outside.
a
I
lot of
don't know
snow.
how.
A lot of
Mm-mm.
snow. Chemical plants.
Yeah, but that's the only thing for Florida. I was like, well, you basically threatened everybody and the kids and stuff like that, and
Florida, like, fuck them
they,
kids. And they're fucking
well,
you now.
yeah,
Kudos.
they went to Houston. Dummies.
Houston made a little come up this weekend. Them bitches in Houston, them strippers made bank. Cause you know they
Oh, Houston been making a come up.
hell yeah. Even the football team making a come up.
I was like, that's too many. That's too much salt and pepper for me. No, thank you. I'd rather visit Houston than live there.
Yeah, nah. Man. Florida, it just be too much crazy shit that happen in Florida. We talked about the bitch at the airport. I talked to my
Don't
brother
remind
about that shit.
me of her.
Yeah, buddy. It's another NFL player. I forget his name, but his ass in trouble doing the same shit Vic did. Where he was doing like dog
As he
fighting.
should.
They took like, I would say, over 100 pit bulls from this man. Dude
As
had an
they should.
underground dog fighting ring.
Yeah. That's what you get.
I was like, have y'all not learned y'all lesson?
No, they're humans.
I'm talking about like niggas. Like, we can't dog fight no more. You know what I'm saying? Like,
No. People literally live by, I have not gotten in trouble for this yet. I have not got caught yet.
Hey.
Take that yet out of your vocabulary, because when you get caught for it, you're going down.
We got to start fighting other animals. You know what I'm saying?
I would not suggest.
Horse fights.
No.
Snake fights.
Look.
I'll pit my exotic against yours.
Leave all the animals alone. 9 times out of 10, no matter which animal you pick, these people are going to be on your behind.
Child fights. Nobody care about kids. Train up these little niggas. Get in a ring. Golden gloves. I'm telling you. It's just like we gonna hide it behind like the Y. You know?
Please
the YMCA.
Because that's child endangerment. So no.
No, that's child endangerment is taking them to a roller coaster. That's the same thing. It's just a little 2-minute thrill.
No, it's not. No. When you're willingly about to put your kid in a fight versus a theme park, that
but if they want to do it, if they want it, they're gonna do it at school.
There's a difference. No,
kids, man.
Nobody wants to see toddler fights.
I ain't saying toddler fights. I'm saying like 10-year-olds.
But
you know what I'm saying? Like
because these are
10-year-olds.
humans we're talking about, they're gonna use toddlers.
They care more about animals than humans. They won't get a lot of time. Shit. What?
Parents get a lot of time just for sitting right here being neglected.
Man, parents get time for their kids not going to school.
My point.
I'm like,
if you're willingly letting them fight in an underground ring, how much time do you think they're going to get for that?
Ooh, speaking of that, truancy shit, I saw a TikTok. You know, we got a letter.
Exists?
Truancy? Hell yeah. We got a letter in the mail the other day. Because, you know, we be checking the kids out. Yo, yeah. Yeah, you check the kids out. Like this school that they go to, you check them out. It could be at the end of the day, you check them out. It's still considered a tardy. But they get so many tardies, they send that shit in. I'm like, we didn't check them out at fucking 1 o'clock. School ends at 2.
Is it supposed to be how many full
the reason
days they go to school?
No, the thing is, they don't want these kids missing any time out of class. So anything that's not excused, like if it ain't a doctor's appointment, let's say if one of them got a doctor's appointment.
But if you're checking your kid out at the end of the day, they was there.
They don't care. They don't care. They don't care. Got a letter in the mail. Dog, somebody was like, so they doing away with free lunches for certain kids and shit like that. So you telling me like even if my kid By law, they have to
I'm
go to
not
school,
surprised.
but you're not gonna feed them niggas. So not only will I get in trouble if I decide not to send them and they just let them eat at home and I just teach them whatever, but when you're mandating they have to be here, you're not even gonna feed them.
I
He said that's
mean, you're supposed
crazy.
to give them money so they can't eat.
But
So
but
yeah.
if it's free for some kids, it should just be free for all kids. They all kids. It shouldn't matter how much their mom and daddy make unless they go to a
Oh,
private school.
but it do.
It shouldn't matter.
Unf- Unfortunately, it do.
I
It,
think that
it
all
it
kids should
it
eat free.
costs money to run that school. No, it matters.
All kids should eat free.
No,
That's what I think.
if they want to eat free, bring your lunch from home. That's how you eat free.
Man,
Because
that's
guess
just
what? I
crazy.
don't know what y'all doing with my money anyway. So I need to be giving you some food to take for you to eat for free anyway.
Man.
What am I paying for this nasty school lunch for that I didn't even like? So I know you don't like it either.
Man, look, I'm gonna tell you like this, like even at
But
work,
nothing in life is free.
I'm saying even at work, they tell us you gotta have this, that, this, that. I'm like, okay, we'll give it here. Well, you gotta pay for it. How the fuck you gonna tell me like I have to buy something for everybody to use, even if I don't like these motherfuckers? But you're gonna make me get in trouble if I don't have it. You see what I'm saying? Like you kind of
Because
put
it's to
me in a
make you
bind
do it.
here.
Because unfortunately for people, when you take advantage of a good thing and you choose not to abide by the rules, they got to find a way to make sure you do it.
Do you know what
Because I
example I'm talking
think
about?
Metro does the same thing. Even though you work for us, you're gonna go out your way to keep your job because I'm not gonna keep it for you.
Like what example?
Yeah.
Like what do you mean? Like what do they have to go out their way to do?
Oh, you gotta go out your way to get the Metro uniforms. That job not buying it.
I
Whether
mean,
it's the coat,
I
the
mean
hat, whatever you want, they're not
but
buying it. It's
that's not for
your
but that's not
responsibility.
for everybody to use. I'm talking about like for my example, like we have to buy our own water. You know what I'm saying? Like, but on these safety checklists that's mandated that we have to have is a
That's
cooler
something
with
a little bit
ice
different.
water. You see what I'm saying? That's my example. Like, why should I have to pay for something that
They
everybody's going to
should
be
be.
using? They should be
They
covering that shit if
should
they're
be
asking
paying
for
for
it.
that
If they're
though.
asking for us to have it. I understand the
Yeah, they should.
uniforms. Ain't
They
nobody else
should be
wearing
paying
this
for
bitch
that.
but me. Right. They should be paying for that shit. The
Yeah,
uniforms
that
at
they should. They
Metro, I
should be
get
paying
that.
for.
You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody else wearing this
I
hat.
don't, because
Man,
I still feel like that's not fair. But
it
they
be like,
probably like, well, you chose to work here.
yeah.
But
The
also
same thing
because
could be
some people
said
just
over here.
hard headed.
Yeah.
But I don't know why your job's not doing that.
Because
Because
they
I'm like,
fucking
look, maybe
suck.
maybe y'all need to be written up for it to be like,
Hell
look, this
no.
is your fault.
Them
It's not
them
my
dudes still
fault
don't.
that you didn't go out your way to make sure we have water and cooler. That's a conversation that needs to be had.
Yeah, they want us to buy
But
our
if you give me the
own.
money for it, I'm like, okay, if boss man give me the money for it, that's totally cool because I'm not paying for it.
I had an
I'm not
argument with my
doing that.
boss. I told him, I said, man, like look, I work to pay my bills and I work to feed myself and my family. I'm not gonna sit here and provide for everybody out here. I said, that's not my job. Like my job is to drive this motherfucker. You know, in the
Which
spot,
is
make sure they
fair.
don't kill themselves. Like, but we pay y'all enough to where y'all, it shouldn't be a problem to buy a case of water once a week, or if y'all, you're not saying you got to do it all the time, but we had a crew
But
where
if it's saying that it's a requirement that the company do it, it is a
they
problem.
should have somebody paying for that
You
shit,
need to
not
give me
me.
money so I can go get us some water.
Right.
You need to,
That's
not
just like
me.
saying I should be paying for
I
gas for
support
these
you.
chainsaws. That's the same thing. Why does the line stop at water? Like, what's wrong? Like, well, we could break these chainsaws all day, but you ain't got to worry about sending them to the shop. We pay for that. Okay, we just need
No,
water. We
that's just
thirsty.
lazy management because there
Y'all
ain't
want
no way
us?
in the world.
You bitches want us to work out here in 100-some degree weather, and we got to buy our own water and shit. What if I don't want water? You know what I'm saying? What if I want fucking Gatorade? You know what I'm saying? Or I just want a bottle of water.
Don't drink that in hot weather.
It's so good. Oh, it's so good. Gatorade,
No,
the
your company's
potassium.
extreme. Your company's wrong for that.
They
They're
stupid.
like they're beyond wrong for that.
They be like,
That's not y'all responsibility. Now, if it was something that was y'all responsibility, that makes sense. Because again, once we sign these contracts and you're like, well, this is your responsibility to do. Fine, got it, whatever.
Mm.
But if it says the company is supposed to be providing it, somebody giving me $50. And it's not coming out of my pocket because we are y'all employees. So
They be like, we'll
maybe
pay.
maybe I need to report y'all.
They be
That's
like,
a very well
we
big
pay y'all per
possibility.
diem. Damn, baby, how come every time I move, motherfucker just be like, yeah, stay there. Motherfucker just be scooping flesh. Put the murder mittens away when you sleep. You ain't going nowhere. Look at her. You see this shit? You shouldn't even see these things right now. And she just chilling. They be looking at me like that. Get your claws out of there. She's so sweet. Love you, Pepper. Like, bro, I really want to mess with her so bad, but I learned my lesson last week with that jersey, and I will be flipping the fuck out if she put a hole in this. Not gonna lie. She's going in the cage. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you heard me say cage. Yeah, you heard that. Not the cage. You good, baby? You're not going to jail?
But he ain't gonna do nothing.
I damn sure ain't. I'm all talk. We already talked about my threateners. I don't have beaters. I got threateners. Right, Pep?
Threats are ignorable. Fists are not.
Damn. Ain't that a bitch? But nah, man. Ow!
As you can clearly see, people don't listen. Well, I'm gonna listen to your words for. Okay, I guess I gotta punch you.
They say bump
Maybe you'll
your
listen
gums.
then.
Get your gums bumped. I used to love that saying.
Yeah, pretty much.
They gonna start after go.
I am that one. If I feel like your aura is off, I'm already getting ready to walk away. I'm like, I ain't got time for this.
Yeah, nah.
I like
You
the way
seen
I
that
look.
shit? That Aaron the plumber
And
dude?
I'm pretty sure they enjoy living.
That's true. You know, Aaron the plumber. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
The dude like a Ninja Turtle. He was on the Pop the Balloon challenge. When they say he's like a Ninja Turtle, he's like a swole ass plumber.
What you're referring to?
Well, this dude right here just loves to shoot the fade, and like he ready to fight anybody. And he's like, everybody, this man, all he do is fight. And he's like, well,
All
I
his
mean,
life he had to fight.
no, he's like he just like to fight niggas. Like he says that
You said his name was what? I'm about to look him up.
Aaron the plumber. This dude don't care where he at. He don't care
like
who it is.
wrong? Because I was about to spell that wrong.
It's Aaron. He is Aaron. His name not ERIN. Is Aaron. But no, he shoots the fade because he's like in the black community. He's like, I want to bring that back because everybody too quick to pick up a gun. And he like, I seen so many people die.
It says Aaron the plumber fight is the number one search thing.
That boy run the fade. He be like, I don't like this. I don't like that one bit. He said, you know, he gonna settle shit when he say the right way. He ain't gonna shoot nobody. He just gonna run the fade with you. If he win, he win. If he lose, he lose. You know what I'm saying? If he feel like he lost, that he could have won, he want to run it with you again. I'm like, this man is bringing back a trend of men putting the guns down and just put your fist up. But you know, people that can't lose. People can't lose. You see what I'm talking about? He like a Ninja Turtle, don't he?
I'm about to watch this.
Yeah, that man is a menace.
Oh, hold on, I need to see. Is he on this show?
He fought a tranny.
He about to be another reason why.
Yeah, it's some show where everybody living in a house like with Erica Mina, what the fuck her name is?
Erica Mena.
Mena, yeah. They say her breast stink. Yeah, so that shit smell like.
I'm not gonna make a comment.
CUM.
I wanted to see.
That shit smell like baby showers. But nah,
I do not want to hear that word after seeing half these women out here eating baby powder and men.
I said baby showers. I have
officially come across men.
Men eat that chalky shit.
Ain't got nothing to do with having no pregnancy craving. Nah, y'all just weird. Yes.
I think niggas that eat weird shit like that eat toenails too. I think niggas that eat chalk and was it powder and shit like that, they clip their toenails and smell them. Nasty bitches. I think that's what it is. But now Aaron, that motherfucker, he'll shoot the fade with anybody. He fought a tranny. Cause the tranny called him cute or whatever.
Is that the one that's on her show? Cause I'm about to go watch this.
Yeah, that's what it is. That's who it is. Yeah, that one trainer was like talking shit, and then after they shot the fade, he like, oh, I got the voice, I got a deep voice, and this and that. And then
Is this the
on
what's it called? Is it the Erica Finds Love? Whatever
some shit
her
like
show
that.
is
One of them
called.
ghetto ass shows. I don't watch shit like that, but I just thought the shit was funny. Like, cause Aaron, he was like that with the balloon clip. Like, them girls was roasting him, and he was like, "Oh, you don't qualify. You don't qualify anyway, baby." And they're talking shit on him, and he popped. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't qualify. Like, taking a little air out their balloons. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, I fuck with that. You know what I'm saying? Some of them hoes think they too much. Sometimes you just got to bring them back down to earth. But you not all
You
that,
need to
baby.
come back down to earth.
Everybody need to. So like these bitches ain't safe either around Aaron. He'll tell a bitch about herself. There was one chick, some
Ain't
girl
nothing
had
wrong with that, but
no
don't make it seem
no
like you're the greatest either.
no. Everybody got their flaws. He know what his is. You know what I'm saying? But he like what's that nigga name?
Yeah.
Kevin Samuels. When them bitches so delusional, they think that like they flaws. You know, everybody should just accept and shouldn't say shit about their
To a
flaws.
certain extent, though.
Yeah,
Some
to an
people was
extent.
just
Yeah,
taking it too far.
yeah, absolutely. I agree. Yeah, I agree with that.
And some people are just there's hurtful, there's truthful, and then there's just hurtful.
Yeah,
Like
on
you're
that show,
doing
they're
stuff
doing it on
to
purpose
hurt
to be
people.
hurtful. Yeah, on that show, the pop the balloon shit, they was trying to be hurtful. Because they didn't like how his
I
energy
really
was.
don't like that.
So that's why he did what he did.
Yeah, I've never liked that show.
Yeah, that's why he did what he
Like,
did.
or any of those clips or anything, I just kind of,
Yeah,
I just moved because I was like, this just seems damaging.
it's putting people in a position where they have to be brutally honest, or they can just be free range and just weapons free, just shoot somebody down. That's what it is.
I mean, why can't I just shoot you down a nicer way than popping a balloon, I guess? And then some
Because
of their reasons be really, really stupid and shallow on
I
both
just don't
ends.
like
And I'm
how
like,
you dress.
I don't like this.
So I don't like your teeth. Somebody be like, I just don't like your teeth. Well, I can fix my teeth. Like you can't fix your fix it while your arm's so long. Some bitch had long arms. Her arms down to her knees. Like I can fix my teeth.
Somebody said something about somebody's feet.
Yeah, shit
Yeah,
you
I'm
can
like, come on.
fix. You know what I'm saying? You can't fix the bitch
But
having orangutan arms though. You know what I'm saying? You give her a
you
hug,
can't
she
really
wrap
fix
around you
your
twice. Huh? Yeah, you can. You get pedicures. You know what I'm saying? You can paint them
If you
motherfuckers.
got ugly feet, you got ugly feet. The same way a woman can't do nothing if she got man hands. Whether you put nails on it or not, it look like it belong in a man.
Bitch need a
But
bracelet. That's all. A
again,
nice bracelet will make a bitch with big hands okay.
but it's still hurtful. It's not nice.
Look, that's
I
when you
don't like
start
it.
when you look at a bitch hands like that, and she got hands like fucking Dennis Rodman. It's because you have to look for something now to crack on this bitch about because she got out of body.
No, just
Yeah, if
be
you just
like,
being nice to me, look, Jay, if you being nice to me, I just don't like the way you dress. I don't like Philly. I'm a Dallas Cowboys girl. I'd be like, all right, cool, no problem. Moving on. Boom, hit your
would
balloon.
I not like you because of that?
Some people like that. I wouldn't choose you if you was a Dallas Cowboys fan. Like we just not gonna have my house divided like that. It's not gonna happen. Because as soon as you get in your feelings about shit, about y'all asses losing and Jerry Jones is trash, and we having a Super Bowl season again, I don't want to hear shit.
To be fair, you already know what my number one thing is that's gonna turn me off from most people. So
Yeah,
I don't have to worry about that anyway.
yeah.
But it's not nice.
I
Like
mean,
you're literally picking on the way
no.
somebody's
Some
just
people,
made.
you know what I'm saying? Like if you be like, I just like taller people. All right, cool, no problem.
There's nothing wrong with stuff like that. When you go
Yeah.
out your way to pick something, be like, okay, one eye droopier than the others. Like,
What you mean? You know what I'm
like one eye like right here, one eye all the way up here,
looking
something
like
crazy.
Uncle
I'm like,
Ruckus.
nobody's symmetrical. It's
Yeah,
not
nah.
perfect.
They be like, why
You
your
like you
titty?
literally dissecting a person that's not. You're not gonna find someone that's that perfect. But that could be the perfect person for you, personality wise, and anything else. But because of the way that their shell look, people miss out on so much because somebody's arms are long, or they're too tall, too short, feet not big enough, feet too small. Like it's not nice.
That's the point of the show.
No,
Like, they wouldn't have a show if it was
hurtful.
like it'd be what's that white ass shit, The Bachelor. They'd be like that. You know what I'm saying? Like
It's not nice for that either.
Nigga don't say why he don't like Britney. He just don't like the bitch. He don't get a rose to some other hoe. You know what I'm saying? He just gonna give it. I want to give my rose to
But some
Beverly.
stuff, it's like you just nitpicking. Some stuff
That's
is just nitpicky.
that's the point of the show. If
No,
it's a nigga show.
because
So
not
look,
everybody can bounce back from like
they
again.
know
It's
they
still
put
mean,
themselves on
even
the
when you
show.
call
They
people
know
ugly.
they know
It's
what
like
they
no,
know that's
I
part of the
just don't like
show.
you because you ugly. But so is your funky personality. So
See how you just came back like that? Well,
I'm
so is your
ugly
funky
on the
personality. You
outside,
can
you
play the
ugly on
game
the
too.
inside. We good.
Damn, that's crazy. You ugly on the outside. We a match made in heaven, ugly.
Yeah, my face just look like your personality. There you go.
There'll be somebody say some stupid shit. No, they just look like your feet or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like when you on a show like that and it's a nigga show, you gotta learn. You can't have thin skin. You know what I'm saying? Because you already know if it's a nigga show, it's gonna be fights, jokes, roasts, and disrespect. That's what it's gonna be. And Tyler
But they
Perry
always, but they still get their feelings hurt.
and Kerry Washington face. Somebody gonna have a Kerry Washington face. I don't care who it is.
What does that mean?
You almost did it just now. Do it again. Do the Kerry Washington.
I don't know what you mean. I'm genuinely confused.
That ugly ass face Kerry Washington be doing. She's that.
Listen,
How the fuck she do it?
I don't.
That bitch be looking distraught. Like what happened?
Wasn't she married to a Phillies player?
I don't know, but she was fucking with the president, and she got her feelings hurt.
We're talking about real life. Ain't nobody talking.
I'm talking about scandal.
Scandal.
Yeah, I'm talking about scandal. But nah, man, that nigga Aaron, he'll shoot the fade with anybody. He was it was a TikTok that went
I
viral
see.
because it was somebody that was like wanted to shoot the fade with Aaron just because they you know what I'm saying, just to fuck with him. And it was like they know he gonna fight, and it's just all fun to the other guy too. You know what I'm saying? Because he ain't gonna turn it down. He gonna be like, you want
But
to run the
is he just
fade?
doing it because he just trying to bring something back because
No, at first he because you know because
you could just square out.
no listen, it's because people get so comfortable speaking like and saying shit to people face to face, thinking that ain't nobody gonna fight them because you know people just scared to put their hands on somebody. You know, even if they're in a situation where they know ain't nobody armed, and they you know somebody's still gonna run the shit to them because they know you're not armed and I dare you put your hands on me. I'm gonna sue you. Okay, well, bet you're gonna sue me with a wired jaw. But
Thing.
he just bringing it back, like put the guns down, fist up, like the old school niggas. Like you take an L, you take an
We
L.
don't even put the fist up.
Sometimes you got to.
Violence
Sometimes you
cannot
got
always
to.
be the answer.
You put your hands on my son or my kids. Anybody in this family, I got to put hands on you. It ain't gonna be no. I ain't gonna kill you. You know what I'm saying? Because you deserve life, but you deserve your ass whooped too.
Depending on
Speaking
the
from a place of
situation.
ignorance. That's what I said. Like that's the what you mean depend on the situation. That's my kids. I got to whip ass
Well,
behind
first of
them.
all, if you started it, your ass gonna finish it. I'm
Well,
not
see,
hopping in nothing.
no,
That's why
I'm
I said
beating.
depending on
No,
the
no, no. Listen,
situation.
I'm beating ass for my sons and my daughters. But when we get home and I
No,
know it's
if
your
you
fault,
started it, you gonna finish it. I'm not jumping into nothing because if you
I'm
started it
I'm fucking them up when I
it
get home
escalates
anyway.
to me, and you are the reason why it's starting, I'm not jumping in nothing. I
No,
don't give a damn.
I'm whooping their ass when they get home. But I'm not gonna let nobody else whoop their ass.
No,
They're my
you gonna
kids.
sit right there and deal with it because you chose to start it.
I'm talking
Because a
about.
lot of people start it, and then once somebody be like, "Well, my dad gonna take care of it," but you started it, so you gonna take care of it. You gonna learn to not run your mouth too, because someone's gonna pop you too. No,
I
negative.
mean,
That's why I said depending on the situation.
that's
Because
my
if I
kid.
find out otherwise, then you gonna see me plus get beat up by them. That's what you don't want.
I don't
Don't
know.
start what you can't finish. And that's why I'm saying it just depends on the situation. Because if I find out you started it, have fun. And if they beat your ass at school, I don't want to hear nothing because you started it.
Oh, so yeah, you at school. I'm talking about like out in the streets. You know what I'm saying?
No, even if
Ain't
you
no
started
such thing
out
as
on
a
the
fair fight
streets,
out there.
if you started,
I'm throwing
even
a
for
chair.
grown adults, if you started, you better be able to finish it. I don't care.
Oh
You
yeah, of course.
started it.
Yeah, no, ain't nobody saying you're not supposed to.
That's why I said depending on the situation. Because if you started it, you gonna finish it. Don't come cry to me. Don't do that. I don't care if you are mine. You started it. Because if I have to ask you why you started it and you don't know why you started it or anything like that, then we're definitely going to have a problem because it means you're just doing stuff to antagonize folks like we know some kids do. They just do stuff to do stuff. Nope, you started it. So figure out how you gonna fix it.
Yeah, I'm saying like we walk around, we at the mall,
if
whatever.
the parents get involved, that's what we not gonna do.
Yeah, no, they parents are in the fade too. But I'm saying like, let's say we at the mall. You know what I'm saying? Me and my oldest at the mall. Some bitches at school don't like her. You know what I'm saying? They just all of a sudden, you know,
that's
girls
her not starting it, so that's fine.
She could have probably started it at school and shit talked them, and then they caught her ass lacking at the mall.
Then that's your fault. You deserve it.
So I'm saying, if I don't know that she started shit at school, and I just know that there's three chicks, three girls, and a gay nigga trying to jump my.
We get the whole story before we.
Ain't nobody finna ask no damn full story before a fight. Where have you ever been in some shit like that? Like what happened, bro?
No, because I try to avert. I do not believe in wanting to fight.
Okay, I'm gonna give you a story.
I do not believe in messing this up, breaking no bones, no none of it. I'm not doing it.
Story time. When I was in the military, I ain't gonna say where.
You don't need to.
So I'm gonna give you a situation, cause you know what I'm saying. Like ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time. I'm telling you. No, I'm telling you. We was out in a college town. No, we was out in a college town. I'm telling you. And look, that's why
I'm not gonna say where, but we know you in the military, so it got to be somewhere in one of these military.
There's a lot of them shits out there, right? So we was in a college town. I'm helping y'all narrow down where it's at. But look, this motherfucker comes in. We all just sitting at the bar, chilling, you know, drinking our shit or whatever. He comes in the door. Bam. Hey man, these motherfuckers just jumped me. And we just ain't asked no questions. Well, what happened? What'd you say to them? Man, we ain't doing all that. We finna ride. This motherfucker just jumped him. You know what I'm saying? So we all come outside. It was three of them. It's a reason behind it. We don't know what the reason is, and we not asking.
The first words out your mouth is "I got beat up and robbed."
If a friend, you take a friend out to with you to drink, and they ask you why somebody hit you, that is not your friend. Go lead their ass at home next time. Go with somebody else that's gonna help protect you.
There's a reason why my friends act like they got sense when I'm around.
Because you know they know you ain't gonna help them.
There's a reason why. Because I'm like, y'all gonna do something. You know I'm sitting right here watching you. Because majority of the time, it's one of y'all fault. And then when they be like, well, you ain't got my back, it's your fault.
You got some bad friends then. You don't need to be around them if you know they get themselves in trouble. You already answered your own.
All humans get themselves in trouble, whether we know it or not.
I mean,
but if I'm sitting right here watching you.
You know you do that a lot. When I say something, you be like, well, you know, everybody does that. You know, humans do that. Like, no shit. Humans do that. Who else we talk about? We're not talking about turtles. We're talking about humans.
Well, actually, turtles probably them things. I'm kidding.
This motherfucker said, man, these motherfuckers just jumped me. And we just finished. We just came on out. And them three dudes was waiting outside for him to come back out. But it was 8 of us that came back out. And they started sprinting, hauling ass. We didn't ask no fucking questions.
I don't know. I don't think even in that situation I would trust getting ready to jump somebody that military men look a certain way.
No, he don't look
like,
military.
Y'all
this motherfucker was from Alabama.
Yes, y'all look different.
He didn't have.
I don't care which branch you in. Y'all look different. Even inside y'all normal clothes, y'all president, y'all look different. I understand maybe men probably don't care because y'all little egos and pride get in the way of that. But I'm like, nah, you look like you do something.
Nah, man.
Like, nah, don't mess with him.
I look like suspicious. I was at the same college that these dudes. I was 21 years old at this time. 21.
It was probably cut like a mug.
Man, look.
Whether you have on normal clothes or not, probably walk different. Y'all talk different. It don't matter. You know, I used to wear I used
to wear these.
Y'all different breeds.
I used to wear snapbacks. You couldn't see my haircut. You couldn't see it. You know what I'm saying?
See your body. What does that mean? Y'all built different.
I'm skinny. What are you talking about?
Who cares, skinny mini? You still not built like the average skinny mini.
Yes, I was.
You are still like more. You still more tone defined. Your walk a little different.
You better stop. You better stop. I'm over here blushing. Let me stop. But no, man. Like we didn't ask no. We didn't have time to ask no questions. Like we had time to ask for no damn questions. Like what happened? All right, fellas, let's talk about it here. When nobody doing that? You know how to put hands on our homies.
Well, you're a man.
Later down the road, look. Later down the road, we found out that he was shit talking them because we found out, we saw them that Monday after we beat that ass in a fucking brigade
So y'all
formation.
found out the truth after
We
the
found out
fact.
after the truth. And you know what happened? We stopped fucking going with him to places.
And that reason right there.
See what I mean? We don't ask no questions.
Because I know people gonna sit right here and lie. I'm like, nah, I need to know why they want to beat you up. I don't care.
It could have been me, dog. It could have been me. I could have been macking on somebody, bitch, and he didn't like it. You know what I'm saying?
If you're wrong, you deserve to get beat up.
If I pull your bitch like a rope, that's not my fault. You should have kept her at home. Y'all a happy family. Stay home. Listen to the Quiet Storm on the R&B stations.
Like a rope.
I pulled the bitch like a rope, man. I pulled the bitch like a fire alarm. Telling you. Yeah.
But again,
you know what I'm saying?
Different. That's a different situation. I always thought it was weird when couples go to the club or anything like that.
Well, anyway. No, I'm saying like, cause like it's crazy like that. Like it could have been me that got fucked up, and if they would have asked, well, what happened? I have to tell them what happened. I
guess I have a thing with wanting to be wrong. I do not like being wrong. Especially, I'm like, if I'm riding with you and I find out later that I'm wrong, I might want to fight you because you knew what you was doing, but because you was probably showing off or doing something that you shouldn't have done, and because when people know they got somebody back and people got their back, they start to show their butt too.
Yeah,
you know what?
That's what he did. That's what he did. He knew that we was gonna step for him because as we always go out together, we had each other's back whether we right or wrong. And he just took advantage of it.
My dad and them family do it too. When people be like, okay, well, I got family members that can F you up. But you can't. Don't use it as an excuse when you can't fight. Don't do that. When people know that they got somebody behind them that's going to fight for them, they're not going to tell them that they started it because they want to make sure you continue to ride with them. Of course, they want you to go ahead and do what you got to do because they already know you're going to do it.
Yeah, I just want people when I do go out with them because they know like back then I was a shit starter. I used to bark a lot and I used to bite a lot. So they'd be like, all right, we going out there. So look, Mondo, I need you to be on your best behavior. If I got to put a muzzle on you, don't feel no type of way about it. You know, because I was one of them, like, back then I was a young nigga. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it didn't take a lot because when I care about people that I'm with, like, I don't go with nobody that I don't give a fuck about. Like, this ain't my first time going nowhere.
It's nothing wrong with caring about people that you're going with. You still got to dial it back to a certain extent to remember.
We know how
people who going to lie.
Yeah, we know how to
get you to do what they want.
We know how to escalate. Yeah, we know how to escalate. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I could talk it out with people, like, hey man, he fucked up, man. Don't pay him no mind, shit like that. Apologize. Here, man. Here's $5. Go get you another drink, dog. I know how to do that. You know what I'm saying? I paid somebody to run away from somebody that wanted to fight them in our group, so he don't get his ass kicked. Because if you know what I'm saying, if he kick his ass, and you know, and I got to jump in, and I got to jump in. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's better. That's what people need to work on a little bit more. Learning how to de-escalate.
But when it happens quick,
making it worse.
These dudes just jump me, or I'm getting into a fight. I'm not asking no questions. I'm swinging for you. And we're going to have a talk about this in the car on the way home. Like, all right, what fucking happened? Because if I find out
otherwise, I might swing on you.
I'm not doing shit with you no more.
You don't want me to swing on you. Because that means you lied. You lied because you already know. No, that's why me personally, I'm like, look, I need to know what you did before I sit right here and get ready to put everything on the line. Because I could lose a lot.
We ran.
But you out here being stupid.
We all had a meetup point. We all scatter like roaches. You go to this block.
As you should.
Go to this block. We used to have a plan every night. I'd be like, all right, this is where I'm parking the car. I had an SUV. I said, this is where I'm parking the car. Something happened. You know, you running that car and you stay in there.
What I'm just saying is if you're going to risk it all, you better be telling the truth and you better not be the one that started it. I don't want to risk everything because you over here lying and you started it. That's what we not going to do.
Yeah. When you don't have nothing.
I'm not fighting for no liar. I can't do that. I can't fight for somebody who in the wrong. I'm not going to do that.
At that time, in that point of life, none of us had nothing to lose. Especially me. I had nothing to lose.
But at least have nothing to lose on the right side of right, not on the wrong side of right.
Yeah, but like I said, like after we found out that his ass started that shit, and we just stopped fucking hanging around him like that. It's just that easy. Like, like in the moment, I'm not. If you my
No, but that's
dog,
how people don't learn. I'm like, yeah, they don't want to be my friends, but I'll find friends somewhere else. No! You should have stayed there and just got beat up. You started it and you didn't even finish it. So why even start it if you're not going to finish it? Because you feel like you got your boys behind you. That's why.
man,
No.
this dude
And
got
that's that
jumped with 3
terrible
dudes.
feeling that people have all the time. They know somebody going to be there ride or die, whether they're wrong or not. They'll just tell you the truth after the fact because they don't want to get beat up.
But after they
You still
lose,
may get beat up later
yeah,
when daddy not around, when mama not around, when your friends not around. That's very well possible, and it would be well
yeah,
deserved because you lied.
yeah.
You lied because you already it did it. The people who really can't fight
He
that's
probably
doing it.
didn't lie. I don't say he didn't lie about nothing. He just didn't tell us nothing. Like he just said, "Hey
Of
man, these
course.
motherfuckers just jumped me." That was the truth. These motherfuckers just jumped me. That's all he had to say. We
But
with
you
him.
did lie because you didn't tell me that you started it neither. So you
That's not
chose
a
to start at the
lie.
end.
That's not a
You
lie.
chose not.
That's ignorant.
Yes, you are. Ain't no way.
Pepper, stop mean mugging
Omission,
the camera. Stop.
the omission of truth is still a bold-faced lie because he already know if I go in here and tell them that I started this, I'm not gonna get the results
His
that I want
brain,
to. So I'm just
his
gonna go in here with this
his
life-threatening.
his
It's not
brain,
that
the
hard.
brain don't function like that in a heat situation. It don't function like that.
I know it
When
don't.
you a young kid
That's why
and you
it's usually
21,
y'all.
22, 23, that shit don't happen like that in the male mind.
I know it
Wild,
don't.
the wild,
It should.
it don't. It should, like, that shit kicks in our 30s.
Well, then again, nowadays it might. I'm not sure. 21-year-olds are a little different. The most they gonna do is cyberbully each other.
They
Dude, you
cyberbullying and
talk
bitch
about my
about,
mom.
they cyberbully and bitch about pronouns. You misidentified me. Like, shut up. I know you trash. That's why your KD ratio is garbage. They be
Well,
trashing
TikTok
each
said
other.
that's a no-no.
Man, fuck TikTok and these stupid ass guidelines. I was gonna say we going to Twitter, man. Fuck TikTok. Like I
I'm
can't
not going to
say
Twitter.
I'm
Elon
going
Musk
to
deserves the fall.
I'm going to
So
Twitter.
no.
Fuck this. I deserve to be heard. Damn it. Fuck these people.
It
Fuck them.
depends. Not everything need to be heard.
My opinions is valid. They ignorant.
But
They're
they
good
valid.
ignorant. They're good ignorant. They're good ignorant valid. You know what I'm
There's
saying?
no such thing.
Yes, it is. It was the
No, it's
best.
not.
It's the best ignorant around.
You said they're ignorant, but that is a good ignorant. If you ignorant, that's not good.
What? No, man. I'm the best ignorant person you could probably have because I could think rationally.
For a
You know,
comedian, yeah, sure.
I'm not a comedian. I'm not even funny. I'm not even funny. Like I just be saying shit off the top of my head. It don't really be thought out at all.
Okay.
What you want me to? I'm gonna start doing like Bobby Hill, like picking my pants up. What are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like that's funny. I'll be a comedian then. But what I be saying, hey,
Most comedians
everything I
say
say, it
what's on
come from
their
my heart.
mind.
It come from my heart. You know what I'm saying? It come from my heart and it come from this fucked up thing up here. And it took a couple floggings, but it's still here. You know what I'm saying?
I would hope whatever ignorance is not coming from your heart.
It does
'Cause
sometimes.
that's also a concern.
It does sometimes. I know it's concerning, but I mean, shit. I be saying shit that a lot of people scared to say, or they scared to have any connection to whatever they feeling. Like the whole situation with the autistic peoples. You know what I'm saying? Where I think everybody ain't autistic.
Again,
Some of
but
y'all
it's
need
to a
y'all ass
certain
whooped.
extent where you're not being disrespectful though. It's when people are like that and want to be disrespectful. You're not being disrespectful. You're saying how you're feeling on a topic and being respectful about it. You're not being disrespectful.
Some people still
Because
take it
some
as
people
disrespectful.
they have their feelings and just they be off the wall. And I'm like, and you wonder why you're not like you're mean. You're disrespectful. No one wants to hear that.
Yeah.
So you was like, you can have your opinion, but you ain't gotta be rude about it. It's not that deep. It's your opinion. You're allowed to have it, but you can still say it in a respectful manner. Whether it's heard, it's gonna be heard even less if you be disrespectful and you're annoying or you're angry or you're irritated. It's gonna be heard even less. And I'm like, okay, well you just spouting nonsense because you mad. You just mad because you don't qualify. That's all that is. This is a cycle of what do I say? Anger? No.
Yeah.
Disrespect.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's what I am.
No, you're not. You're not disrespectful. Even when you were talking about like people just pretending that they were retarded and stuff like that. We all know you're not. You're using it as an excuse to sit right here and have bad behavior, or you don't want to correct your kid. Just say you not a good parent. It's not that hard. Just say you don't know how to raise an autistic kid and you need help. It's not that hard. Don't just be like, oh, he's autistic. That doesn't get you any sorry points. It's gonna make you look crazy that you don't know how to discipline your autistic kid.
You almost said it. You almost said it right. I heard that shit almost slip.
Shut up.
I
don't want to call him that.
That's funny as fuck. He was going off too. I was like, oh, she was.
No, because again, this is why we have so many excuses in society. I'm like, no, it's not an excuse. Cut it out. Be a better parent. It's not that hard.
Do you remember that video I was telling you about with the lady had her son? He was just doing this shit in the fucking seat.
Her basically hurting himself.
Yeah, and this bitch pulled the phone out and just had the motherfucking phone out like this, like having a selfie video with him just going to fucking town on the back of that damn seat, the airplane seat. And I'm just like,
didn't do nothing about it, but I bet you he's autistic.
He probably is autistic.
Y'all be all right. He's autistic.
But the thing is, like, she didn't do shit to try to calm him down. Like, oh, he'll calm himself down. Like, fuck everybody else on the plane. That's why I say, look.
Of course.
How about this? Oh, give the special people their own airline.
Here we go.
Would that be dope? That'd be dope as fuck. They have wheelchair ramps and everything.
The normal airline has that.
They ain't gotta buy a seat. They come with one. Stay in your own wheelchair. We'll just strap you in to the floor of the plane. You ain't even gotta buy a seat. What? I'm just saying. That's dope as fuck.
Are you saying? Wait a minute.
The stewardess come down the aisle with Ritalin.
You know what I'm saying? Paraplegics are autistic.
No, I'm saying no. I said special needs people have their own airline.
You just got finna say something about wheelchair people. Not all wheelchair.
I was gonna say special needs people. I'm just saying, like, if you have a wheelchair, you ain't got to pay for a seat. You got your own. You know what I'm saying?
Confused on the wheelchair part. They're all not in wheelchair.
I know they're not all in wheelchair. I'm saying, like, if they, you know what I'm saying, everybody like, well, they need to come with accommodations for special needs people, and I agree. Okay, special needs people need to fly too. Even the little nigga need to fly too. He got to get to grandma's house so mama can go home. Be for the street, not the parallelograms.
You want to mention parallelograms in his restaurant?
Hey, Peter. I need to go to the bathroom. But not like, dog, man, if they had their own shit, it'd be cheap flight too. You know what I'm saying? Take fucking Medicaid, Medicare, crazy shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Be St. Jude would be balling. You know what I'm saying? But like, dog, like the March of Dimes sponsors it. You know what I'm saying? Like if we get other,
no,
to get these niggas across the country, it's cool. They deserve to go to France too.
But the crazy part about it is all she had to do was stop him. If you want to stop him from annoying the other people on the plane, be a parent. Be a good caretaker. It's not that hard.
Yeah, but
why do we gotta keep making all these extra special accommodations when people literally just need? It's not hard.
You know what I'm saying? It's because you remember me and you had got into it when like everybody to mind their business. What little nigga doing this shit? It bothers people. That's you know what I'm saying? Like I paid.
It's a public space that he paid for his ticket. It ain't nothing you can do about that.
It's a public space. Understandable. But what's the but? What is the but?
I lost my train of thought because I was trying to listen to what you were saying.
Look, so when you saying like, okay, everybody mind their business, I ain't got to mind your business if you got your own special flight, your own special airlines. You know, everybody knows what's coming. Every parent
still be bothering each other on their own
if
flight.
They bother each other,
they would.
If they bother each other,
at the end of the day, it's still annoying, regardless if you are special needs or not.
Well, I'm saying like the parent flies with a special needs child or
and
sibling,
as we
whatever.
Clearly can see, we have caretakers and parents who ain't gonna do nothing. So you're still gonna be annoying.
That's what I'm saying. They
you're not
raising.
You're not. Unfortunately, we're in a world where people are not raising their kids. You're
No,
thinking of 1,000 excuses for them to just go ahead and be them little selves so you can be lazy.
no, I'm saying
That is
like
all
so
it
so like
is.
when she said he's just gonna calm himself down, some kids do that. Sometimes they like for me, like when I'm angry, you just leave me the fuck alone. Let me just calm myself down. Because if you tell me to calm down, you're gonna make me mad. You know what
But
I'm saying? So
we
like the
don't know
little
why he's doing it
we
though.
don't know why, but I'm saying like just
But she's also choosing to not stop it to help him figure out another way to calm down, to be relaxed or to be calm. You're not trying to figure out another way. You're just being lazy, being like, well, he'll figure it out.
well, no, not saying
Clearly
he'll
he
figure it out.
hasn't
No, she's
if
saying he
he's still
calms
doing it.
himself. No, she's saying he calms himself down.
Yeah,
So
because
like
that's
she
basically
probably
saying you'll
figured it out.
figure it
Like
out.
yeah, she probably figured it out. She probably figured out that if she tries to intervene, it gets worse. Or this is something new to her and she just doesn't know how to handle it yet. So he calms himself down. So like I get
And
that.
that's when we ask for help.
And that's probably why she was on the plane to go get the help. We don't know. But I'm saying like put her on the
I'm
plane
not
around the other
I'm
kids
not
that don't
saying
care about what's
I don't
going
know
on with this
I don't know
shit.
if
You
she's
know what
going
I'm
to
saying?
get the help, but because you chose to take your phone out and record it,
Oh yeah, she was a cunt for that. Yeah. Talking shit like,
yeah.
yeah, I would dare somebody to say something. Be like, bitch, get that little nigga up. Nah, I'm playing. But nah, we can't say that. But we be
I
thinking that
mean,
shit though.
them people probably did say it in them daggone comments because she opened the door for it. I'm like, this is why we don't open the door for things. Because if you open the door for it and you're doing something negative, then you need to take whatever negative responses that you're going to get. Because that's
All
exactly what's going to happen. No one's going to sit right here and give you positive responses on, okay, well, I'm like, why are you not stopping it? Because apparently it's still, like, you explain nothing.
she tough
Oh,
in them
he'll just calm
comments.
himself down.
She tough in
He's
them comments,
autistic.
boy. She get jumped in that plane. She ain't got no help. Everybody get tired of your shit. Just rebel against you and your motherfucking child. He ain't gonna help you.
I'm just saying,
He ain't gonna help you.
pretty,
You finna get stomped out, bitch.
pretty much.
On a
Because
sky ramp.
again, you're choosing. It's a choice to just not figure out why is he doing it. Because I had a cousin that used to do that until his mother decided to want to be a mother. Now he no longer does it. And I'm like, yeah.
What she do?
When I think he needed to go to like some type of like therapy
Okay. But this
and figure out like, because
airline,
first of all, you have to figure out what's triggering it. Because he'll just like randomly do it, like
yeah.
just randomly doing. I'm like, is he thinking about something? Like, what is he doing to like trigger it? If you're doing nothing to figure out why is he doing it, and it's possibly getting more violent, where he's hitting his head on the back of the thing. No, he shouldn't be doing that. That's a danger
What was
to
he doing?
himself.
Do
That's
that shit
already a
again?
problem.
What was he doing?
What?
Like, what's he doing?
I'm not doing it again. I'm not doing it again.
What do you mean? Do it again.
I don't trust you. I'm not doing it again.
They go double dutching or some shit. Like, all
No,
right,
he would just
I'm
walk.
gonna
He
get
would
this
walk
shit.
back and forth like that. Like
He finna jump it.
he would just sit and just randomly just like start rocking back and forth.
That's fucked up.
And he was like, his was actually coming from like anxiety and stuff like that. And he's like,
Yeah.
sometimes in his mind, he just starts to feel like a little anxious or overwhelmed, even if it's like it's coming from something that he's watching or anything like that.
Mm.
It just starts to happen. I was like, but it takes you being a mom to go figure out why your kid is doing what they're doing.
Yeah.
They're not doing it for no reason.
Yeah.
And there are ways to like stop it. It may not completely stop, but
But
he's already to the point where he's hurting. Like he's hitting,
he
like
could hurt
slamming
himself.
his
There's not a
head.
lot in between the brain and the skull. Not a lot.
Yeah, because I'm like,
So
lady, that's looking real sus. Like you letting him do it to where he's gonna crack his own skull and you'll be free. Because I'm like, that's the first thing I would think of. I'm like,
because we
no,
live in a society where people need to mind their business, or else I'm gonna expose you to the internet, or I'm gonna make you feel like a bad
well,
person for not
they
minding your
expose
business.
themselves on the internet and then get mad when they get ridiculed for doing something that they shouldn't be.
Yeah,
And
that's
it's like,
true.
well, then why did you post this here on the internet, thinking
Because the
that
comments didn't
it's all
quite go
gonna
the way she
be
thought.
unicorn, sunshine, and rainbows? Like, yeah, oh my gosh, you're such a good mom. That's okay. He's autistic.
That's
No,
a
he still shouldn't
comment.
be doing that. Because when he crack his cranium, you're gonna be having a hospital bill.
Yeah, it couldn't be a seat. The next time, it could be a fucking floor where he just doing the shit. You know what I'm saying? But now the comments
It
was
could,
like,
but it could
shit.
be anything depending on what he's doing. I'm like, what if he's sitting in a stool and he just goes all the way back thinking that there's cushion behind his head? Like, again, figure out what's wrong.
Yeah.
Don't just record it and
Yeah.
then get mad when
Some,
people sit right here chastising you, talk about you wish somebody would. Okay, well, now they are.
yeah. I said she ain't gonna get no help if she get jumped. You got no help. You know what I'm saying? But like the crazy comment was like son starts seeking a concussion. Let me pull my phone out real quick and record. I'm like, bitch, you stupid. Like,
I would hope you would want to dial 911 or something.
they on a plane, you know what I'm saying? Like that's everybody's so used
Get
to
the
seeing
air
that shit.
marshal. I don't know.
Air marshal
Make sure he
looking
got a
too
pillow
like
behind his head. Do
air marshal
something.
probably behind. Like I wish his ass sit still. You know what I'm saying? Like,
see, but his excuse is he's autistic. Instead of just
that's his
possibly
excuse.
seeing what's wrong.
Yeah.
Because what happens if he's not autistic and he just has like a nervous problem or he has an anxious problem?
Mm-hmm.
So instead of finding a solution to making sure he stops the rocking or going back and forth, and as we see, it's clearly getting more and more violent, he's autistic. It's fine. You guys will be fine. No. That's that weird parenting where it's like, okay, that's just blowing everybody off. You can't do that.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the type of people who need to stay at home if you're going to sit right here and blow people off. I get the whole public setting thing, and it's like I understand there's some stuff that you just can't do nothing about. Yep. But if you're blowing it off and you wonder why, people probably making bad comments about you, you kind of deserve it. Because you're choosing to do nothing. It's a choice.
Yeah, she welcomed that battle.
Yeah, you did.
She did.
And then we live in a world where people record their kids' bad behavior, think it's funny, and just want to be like, and then you wonder why when other parents be on here, that's not my kid. I could never. I don't know how you do it. Well, it's not yours. What did you record it for? You're not going to get positive feedback from your kid doing adult activities. It's not happening.
That's before I hate to say it, but like that's when ass whoopings used to be private and we just talked about it like it was just lore. You know what I'm saying? Like once upon a time I did this and I got my ass kicked with an extension cord. You know what I'm saying? Nothing was recorded.
Some people actually do tell their stories and stuff like that on TikTok, and some people will be like, well, your parents should have been locked up because they shouldn't be hitting you. What are you talking about? Have you seen the little terrorist that's running around now? Maybe if they were disciplined, we wouldn't have half the problems we do. Where they sit right here and think they can square up with adults because they now know, okay, well, if this adult hit me back,
they gonna get in trouble.
I'm a minor.
Yeah, that shit that kills me. I saw a teacher. I was gonna record it. I screen recorded the Twitter video, and it was a teacher. It had like some little light skinned skinny ass little nigga talking shit to this teacher. The teacher was like this bigger black dude. He had some glasses on. I thought that since he was a minor, he was like, "What's that shit you saying, nigga? What's this nigga? This?" You know what I'm saying? Like the little skinny student was talking shit, and the teacher was like, "Look, I'm gonna tell you, just go back to your seat and be quiet." Well, no, this and that, trying to punk him out, and the teacher was just real patient with him, and just telling him, like, "Hey man, just go back to your seat. I'm telling you right now, go back to your seat. What you gonna do about it? What you gonna do about it?" Da, 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 da. Just kept on going. The teacher took his glasses off and he socked that nigga. And I was just like, he wrong for fucking hitting his ass. You know what I'm saying? It was other ways he could have done it. He could have just called the office, like, come get this little nigga. Or it's like both of them was in the wrong, but at the same time, he ain't gonna do that shit no more.
Some of these states
I know that shit hurt.
Changing that minor rule. So good luck.
That's why
now these adults are gonna be allowed to super sock y'all because of the fact that y'all using it as an excuse.
Down here in the South, they'll paddle your ass. That corporal punishment, they still do it down here, but you have to sign as a parent for them to allow them to do it. So like when we first got to Louisiana, I was like, y'all hit niggas here? I'm like, ain't nobody finna touch me. My mama was like, if you got, I'm not gonna sign it because if you do some shit at the school and they got to whoop your ass, don't worry, you got another one around the corner because I'm gonna whoop your ass too. Like, damn.
I was on it. I'm like, think twice before you do something. Because not only you gonna get beat at school, you're gonna get beat at home.
Yeah, if they don't sign something, that's when they can get the whooping, the paddles. They ain't gonna sit here and beat on your child, but they gonna get like
No,
3 or 4 good
they
ass
trying
licks.
to. I know a lot of states are trying to bring it back, and I'm like, good luck,
But
because that's
my only thing is, what the fuck make you think that I'm gonna allow you to beat my kid, but I can't? I get in trouble for swinging a belt at them, but you can get a whole plastic fucking paddle with holes drilled in it for maximum maximum suckage when you paddle that ass and you peel it off their ass. You know what I'm saying? But I get in trouble for that. But you want me to allow the system to whoop that ass, but I can't? The fuck?
well, you can blame the kids for complaining about that. So they brought that on themselves. So I'm like, okay, well, if I can't hit you, better hope them teachers don't.
I think
Too
that started
bad.
from our generation.
I'm like, pick your poison.
Our generation, like our years, like 30-year-olds, and probably a little bit younger, we the reason behind that shit. Cause we get our ass kicked, we want to go run and cry to the damn to everybody about it. You know what I'm saying? And then it brings attention to it, and now the generation that we have, the kids, now they have that power.
I don't really think it's more so our generation because majority of our generation got beat. It's
Yeah, we
majority of
got
Gen
beat,
Z.
but our generation is the ones that brought it to the attention that something needs to be done. Cause my mama, they got their ass kicked too. We got our ass kicked. It was our soft ass generation, our soft kids that decided to like, this is wrong. We can't do this no more. We have to break the curse.
I don't know because millennials are 50-50. So I can't really say too much about that. But
My,
it's that next generation, Gen Z, that's all gung ho for it and they take it further than it needs to be. Like I get because we'll start it with restrictions at least though. Like look, extension cords, wooden spoons, metal spoons, got that. Maybe not some objects don't need to be used. But some people just take it further than they need to because it's Gen Z that's the generation that's running wild.
it's like that the
Some of
military
y'all,
too.
yeah, like it's them. It's them that know they can call the CPS number, got it on speed dial. It's them that's threatening the parents. It's all that gentle parenting stuff. The millennials probably start a little bit of it, yeah. Most of us really don't care about none of that. I'm like, look,
Mm-mm.
if I had to go through it, you gonna go through it. The good Lord said I could do it. So I really don't care about what y'all rules are down here too much. Is what it is.
Yeah.
But you're not fitting to be spoiled up in my house when you don't pay no bills. You don't do nothing. You welcome to get out. Because I'm like, they need to start giving these parents some rules and be like, look, if your kid disrespectful, you allowed to put them out. Because you'll get in trouble if you put them out.
If they're not 18, you get in trouble. Or if they decide that they don't want to live with you, if it's mutual, like I don't want to live here, well get the fuck out. Well, I don't want to live here no way. You don't get in trouble. But if the child wants to come back, they have a right to, which is crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what's like, some of these rules just, it's not fair. But I get for the teachers because unfortunately, you can't really do nothing about your parents, whether they beat you or not. But these teachers are under attack by these kids who think they can square up with adults. So
Yeah.
I'm like, it's either y'all need to lower what minors are. I'm like, once you get to middle school, you're not a minor no more. So if you get out here and you want to sit right here and square up with these teachers in front of your little friends, they allowed to sit right here and fight you because you started it. Because these kids are starting it. You're
Yeah.
starting it with these adults because you are hiding behind that. Well, I'm a minor, you can't hit me. Go ahead and keep saying that till they change these laws to protect these teachers. Because that's not fair for them neither. They should be allowed to beat you up. If you want to act like a grown man or
If
a grown woman, okay. I
if
hope
I'm
you can fight them. Their strength is not yours.
if I'll
That's
be
two
honest with
different
you,
levels.
it's like that in the prison system too for kids. Like I had a homeboy about to get locked up because it was like he broke up a fight as one of them young niggas that thought they was tough, and he slung that nigga like a pack of socks into his cell, and he fell and hit his head. You know what I'm saying? And they wanted to, charge him for assault. And it's like, bro, he was breaking up a fight. He was doing his job as an OC, a CO. I'm sorry, yeah, CO. And he threw that motherfucker in his cell, like, whatever. Get your ass in here. You get out of here. Like breaking up a fight where shit get real violent. You know what I'm saying?
Unfortunately, it's still his fault. That's just more so of a splitting hairs type of thing.
Yeah, but I'm saying like
Because
even
even though he's
even if you
doing
get
his
it,
job, if he
like
dies, somebody still has to be held responsible, whether it's the CO or the other kid or both. It's probably going to end up being both because, one, you shouldn't even be fighting, but you are still the one that threw him too hard. And if he dies, what we do? We can't not charge.
I'm saying, even if they spit on you, you know what I'm saying? Like my auntie, she works for like adults in a prison, and they spit on her, and
They deserve to get squared up with. You already in here.
If they spit on her and she tear their ass up, she get in trouble. The prisoners got more rights in this country than the actual people that's in charge of their health, welfare, and safety. They got more rights
because
than them.
The prisoners still need to be protected, because you also have to remember, once upon a time, prisoners weren't protected either. They did used to beat you up, especially depending on what color you are. So
yeah.
that's how that happened. But it's always because people take advantage. People are just taking advantage now, just like these kids are taking advantage of the fact that they're minors. Okay, well, now they want to lower it to where y'all start getting adult time. Just like y'all want to be out here stealing cars. It's gonna start to be okay to shoot minors if
they
they're
try
touching
as
your
adults
property.
Now.
If y'all get arrested, y'all gonna be charged as adults. I'm like, this
they're
is
doing
what happens
now.
when you take advantage of stuff.
Yeah, they're doing
People
that shit
get
now.
tired of it.
There was a kid that got arrested for murder, and you know, one of the old heads. That's the game that they do. Like the old niggas that used to be in the game, they had the young dudes go out there and commit the crimes and the murders and shit, because when they get caught up and put in jail, they get charged as a minor. They don't get a lot of time or whatever. And the OG takes care of them when they get out. You know, he'll get them some money or whatever like that, a car, bullshit like that. But the OG don't spend no time.
Y'all need to start being charged as adults.
They started
playing an adult game.
It was a viral video. Some dude got charged as an adult, and he damn near passed out. He didn't think it was gonna happen. Like the judge, like, well, you try it as an adult.
They're not playing. Y'all want to play like adults. Y'all want to be grown. You don't want to go to school. You don't want to follow the rules. Y'all want to sit right here and square up with these adults. We're gonna start to treat you like one. And again, the more y'all do it, the more cases we have, that'd be like, okay, well, we need to lower it. I'm like, the moment y'all turn 12, 13, you an adult. So if you go out here and you do something, you doing adult time. You're going to adult prison. There is no more kiddie nothing. You want to be an adult?
I wouldn't even say that, man, because like I tell my kids all the time, you stay in a child's place. Like if it has anything to do with adult, you let me handle it. You do your job as a student. You stay in a child's place. If you have a problem, you let me know. So like there are some times where like even kids that's like 8, 7 years old trying to stab teachers with pencils and shit. Like they gotta protect themselves. I'm like, you know. Like,
well, again, I gave him a cap, because usually, from what I've heard so far from the ones that want to square up.
Oh, squaring up, yeah. Being that tough,
12 and 13
they smelling themselves. They preteens.
Y'all need to stop when y'all want to fight teachers. I'm like, unfortunately, I'm like, gotta have some type of minor thing. Now, if you take away minor thing as a whole, okay, well, everybody's screwed. Yeah. Including if you're 5 and you accidentally stab a teacher, that means you can get time as an adult and it was an accident. You still gotta have like some type of line somewhere.
I wouldn't even say it's that. Like, I mean, as far as like the teachers or whoever retaliating back at somebody's child, like.
Oh, we had that happen up here. Was it a kid brought his mom's gun to school and shot the teacher up?
Damn.
1st grade.
Damn. That's crazy.
But then that's what I'm like, again, eventually we're going to get to the point where there is going to be no minors. And yes, they charge them as an adult. I'm like, again, we're getting to that point where it's like, y'all don't want, because people sit right here and think, well, I'm a minor. I bet. Y'all all gonna be adults. Won't care what age you are.
I be seeing videos on YouTube. I be watching videos and shit like that where they like catch people trying to have fraudulent checks and shit like that, or they get caught stealing in a supermarket, and you can't touch me. I'm a minor. Like the security guard, the police, you can't touch my minor. Call my mom. I'm like, nigga, shut up. Get your ass in the back. Yeah, get your ass in the back.
And watch. Now that y'all done abused it into the ground,
like call your mom, I'm gonna arrest her ass too.
You got the wrong person in the office who's gung ho about lowering it or removing it, Especially when y'all sit right here and want to be like, oh, it's only minorities and stuff like that doing it. All right, you got the right person in office now. If it's only minorities doing stuff, yeah,
Shit.
whatever.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
You
whatever.
you being a minor are going to be real short. Now it's going to be like, well, I don't care if you a minor. I can sit right here and super
I'm a
sock you if
box
I
your ass.
want to.
Not the super sock. I'm on a suplex city,
Because
bitch.
some of these adults want to do that, and then on top of it, these minors, y'all touching other adult people's property. Because I think up here not too long ago we had a problem with this guy killed this 13-year-old who was trying to boost his car, but the man is in trouble because he's defending his property and his stuff, but he didn't shot and killed a 13-year-old. But you want to throw your hands up, talk about, well, I'm a minor, but you're doing adult things,
Yeah.
and now you're dead doing adult things.
Hmm.
These adults don't never tell these kids that, well, you will make a lot of money doing this, but here's a little asterisk, might die.
Yeah.
Because these adults are not playing no more. They're not. They're barely playing with each other. So y'all want to sit right here and not be minors? The best thing you can be is a minor.
Yeah.
I do not want to be an adult.
Once that protection under the law goes away, that's just like with the assault thing. Like it used to be, whoever started to go to jail, but now everybody has going to jail now. It's like, damn. I guess we lucked out with me. Like shit. I remember one time, baby mama decided she wanted to run up in the house and act crazy and shit, and she started all that shit, and her ass got locked up. But if it were to happen today, everybody go to jail, even the bitches I lived with. I'm like, that's some crazy shit.
Because humans don't know how to control themselves.
Nope.
You take advantage of a good thing.
Nope.
And then you sit right here and wonder why. We're like, well, why are rights being taken away? Because you don't have self-control. Now you need to be controlled. And only the Lord knows what you're going to be controlled by. That's what you don't want. I'm like, when you don't want to live in a police state, but yet you're not doing anything to make sure you don't live in one.
Or what about this shit here when people think like, oh, it's just freedom of speech. I could call you the N-word to your face, and I can do this, talk shit, da 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 da. And you better not touch me, I'll sue you. That protection under the law only goes so far. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it depends. That one, it depends on the person. Some people know how to ignore words. I'm like, okay. I got enough black people calling me the N-word. What's the difference if you call me one at this daggone point?
Yeah.
At this point, I'm like, it just rolls off my skin. Y'all say it like you drink water. Well, that's even if they drink water.
They say it roll off their mouth like
you say it so much, it's lost its power and its meaning. I mean, that's personally to me. I still find it disrespectful. It's like, come on now. You know exactly where the word is from. Why you want power over something negative for some dumb reason?
Yeah.
I don't get it.
I think for me in my experience is like
the only race that does this, or is it just me?
What you mean?
Every race has its own type of like slurs and stuff like that, but we the only ones that's just rapping about it. Like everybody else, when they feel disrespected about it, it still holds weight. So when you really call them that, but they're not like making raps about it. They're not doing all this other extras. Like you keep.
I'll give you a spill about it.
Outside.
I'll give you a spill about it. All right, so look, in these other countries, you know what I'm saying, like they haven't been stolen from their homelands and brought to another homeland and be called something derogatory, and this culture had took something that was negative and turned it into something positive, where it's like in those slave days you get called nigga this, nigga that, nigga this, nigga that. You know what I'm saying? But it's like,
I mean all slurs. Every race has one.
Everybody has one, but only in this country pretty much is the only country where the black people, you know what I'm saying, was called the N-word the whole time they've been here. You get what I'm saying? And then we turned it into something positive, kind of like a pet name or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And then,
but it's not positive.
It's like you take the power from it being a bad word. Just kind of like how
mad when that correct color call you that.
Well, I mean, like, you know how people like when people like Native Americans, they say Redskins or they this or they that. You know what I'm saying? Instead of saying,
which is why the team's name is now changed.
You get what I mean? But it's like
because that's why I said it's only us that still does this. Because white people have been sitting right here coming up with names for folks for years, and everybody has them, but we're the only ones. Like at the end of the day, it's a negative connotation. It doesn't matter.
But I'm saying, like, you see where I say, like, the same way they
But why
took
are
the
we trying to?
Redskins,
It's almost
they
it's
talk
the
shit about
equivalent
the
of
Native Americans.
whitewashing.
No, what I'm saying
I
is
don't.
like, do you get what I mean? Or we?
It's like I get what you mean, but I still find it stupid.
All right, so
It's
look,
not.
you took the word Redskins, which was bad that the Native Americans didn't like being called. They were Comanches, they were Navajo, they were this, they were that, whatever their tribe was called. And just to be bundled up to be called a Redskin based off of how they look or whatever kind of stereotype that they had, they took that shit and it's now turned into like a multi-million-dollar thing. You know what I'm saying? Like it's now a positive thing.
Yeah,
So
not
like
really.
the same way,
But,
I'm gonna say, but you see where it's not like it's not viewed as negative anymore.
but
You
it
know what I'm
still
saying?
is.
To the
Because y'all still was screaming about the Redskin name. So
well,
we can't say
they
that it's
weren't
not
screaming
viewed as
about it.
negative.
The white people that didn't like it were screaming about it. The people they weren't tripping about that shit. So like
They
the
was
same way
evolved
the
because they
same way
started it.
same way black people was called niggas, they turn it into something profitable. We gonna rap about my niggas and my nigga this, you my nigga this. You know what I'm saying? Like that's our shit. We could talk about it. We it's a term of endearment, man. And it's
But you
like
still pick
if
and
you
choose
not that,
which
yeah, if
people
you
can
not
say it.
yeah, if you're not that, because the people that the only people that's mad that they can't say it is the people that try to use it in a derogatory way in the origins of that word. And they're mad they can't say it no more. You know what I'm saying? And they know that same power that their ancestors, they think that
So
they had
basically, we're just trying to make something that's bad good instead of just leaving it alone.
pretty much. You know what I'm saying? It's
Okay.
like a club now. You're not in the club. You did this to us so much that we made it our own shit. Now you can't say it now. Be mad. You know,
No, they still say it, and black people still get mad about it. I'm like,
yeah,
I don't know
it's
why.
of course
You know,
because people come from a place of hate, like the plantation with that word, not
you
from
still coming from a place of hate. You know what the correct meaning is, regardless if you're trying to whitewash it or blackwash it or whatever you're trying to do. You know where it comes from.
yeah
Doesn't matter.
the same thing like Redskins. We know where it come from, but
Yeah,
they made it something positive. Niggas wearing T-shirts with the shit. You know what I'm saying? What's the word? What
I
like
know
people wearing
that
T-shirts with
doesn't mean
Redskins and
it's
people
right.
making music with the word nigga in it. It's the same. It's like nobody's saying those people don't have a problem with it because it's they shit. You know what I'm saying? Like it's they word.
And I guess that's the problem. But mm,
I don't think you like. I
I
don't think I'm
get it.
making sense.
I just think it's still it's not it's not needed. It's not necessary. You're just gonna make a bad thing good. No, that's pretty much just all it is. It still means the exact same thing, but because we took control over it, that means it's good. No,
I was just saying only in this.
you still
It's
know the history
it's
behind it. It's
crazy
still not
because
right.
that's why I said like it's crazy because it only happens in this country because of the fucked up
But that's
origins of this country.
the only country
You
we're
know what I'm
talking
saying?
about. Because we're the only country that's dumb enough to do it.
That's what I'm saying. Like we was the only country where
It's
not the
only
only country,
racist.
but like it's one of
It's
the
only racist white people. They're majority here. Where you sit right here and you call Mexicans negative things. You call Asian people negative stuff. Like white people have names for literally everybody, but
yeah.
I'm like, I get that, but everybody not cool with it. It's like, okay, yeah, it's still bad history. I'm like, I get wanting to, change the meaning and wanting to, make it mean more than what it really is, but it still means the same thing.
That's just like gay. People had when I was growing up in the 1900s, gay was being labeled gay was a bad thing. You know what I'm saying? Where they took somebody saying, "Hey, you gay," they turned it into being a positive thing. Hell, they even took the rainbow. We want that back. You know, so I used to like the rainbow. Had some nice colors on there. You know what I'm saying? But they took something that was like negative against a certain people and they turned it into something positive. Like being called gay is nothing no more. You know what I'm saying? Like yeah, whatever. People own it. Yeah, I'm gay. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like it is what it is. It's the same slur. It's like some people own slurs and they turn it around and it makes a comeback. Not a comeback like in a
Moral
bad
always
way, but
said
they make
that
a
he was
comeback
gonna make
like
a bad thing good and a good thing bad. So yeah, I guess.
so. I mean, I hope that that helped. You know what I'm
It
saying?
does,
Like with the word
but
nigga, the word gay, the word, you know what I'm saying,
no,
redskin.
it helps. It helps proves another point that I was reading on earlier today. I'm like, now I kind of sort of understand that verse a little bit more, but it is what it is.
Yeah. I mean, that's why people get mad. Like some people use it, you know,
No, it's just
out of
human.
hate. Some people use it out of, just
They,
a culture.
it's
You
out
know
of
what I'm saying? It's
it's out
just
of
it's
hate.
just black
Because when
culture
you
is just
say it, you're not saying it, majority of the time because of the fact that sometimes it's like y'all good. It's the same way that women should not be going around calling each other bees. That's stupid.
that's
So,
another
like I
thing too.
said,
Yeah, yeah, that's another
humans
one.
have a bad habit of wanting to make a bad thing good and a good thing bad.
Yeah.
That's why we keep landing in the same circle with the same cycle. And like I said, it just helps me understand the verse from earlier. We're just
Yeah.
humans and we like doing dumb stuff. I would say just because of the fact that you make something okay doesn't mean that it is. It's the same way with just because you can do something doesn't mean that you should. Everything don't need to be positive. Everything's not going to be positive.
No, but when you're living somewhere and you're being
But you're still not liked in.
when you're living somewhere and you're having to be constantly reminded of what you used to be in this country, and you turn it around to where they can't feel bad about not they can't feel bad, but they don't have that power no more. They
But they
mad
do
about
because
that.
you still get mad when they use the real word. All you did was make another word out of a negative word, and you still have a problem when they say er. So it
What
did nothing.
so what I'm
Like
saying
I
is,
said, it it's like I get what you're saying.
what am I saying?
I'm not knocking that. Black people wanted to take ownership of something negative, so they won't be affected by it. But you're still affected by it, which means it didn't work in my mind. But I'm saying I get it.
Because
You wanted to take something
it's still a
back
hurtful
from,
word coming from somebody that whipped, raped, beat, pillaged, all of that from that race, that color. To call you that is different. That's like with other
but
gay
it's
people.
not
I'm saying
because you
like
have black men who do the exact same thing.
and they call them coons. I'm saying like you got gay people when they get mad, they call people gay. You know what I'm saying? Like if it's somebody they know that's openly gay, they'd be like, hey, you gay as fuck.
Look,
This and this and this and this and
I
this. You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
not I'm not saying that it's still wrong, but I'm gonna let humans be great. Like I said, it just helped me understand something from earlier.
We great.
That's it.
We love that you read the Bible. What I'm saying is like
Huh?
you don't understand like
No,
I
sometimes
know
I
it's like
need
you're not like it's like you're speaking from a place of Bible and like I'm speaking like just kind of give you like an understanding
because
of
no, I understand your understanding. I'm just taking it a step further for myself to understand further of his point of why humans are the way that they are, if that makes sense.
yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. I'm not knocking your point because sometimes like some stuff that just happens to come across me, I may need an extra person to probably explain it in a way that it will just click in my mind. That's why I was like, it clicks. I get it.
It just kind of comes off.
If
It's
that
just
makes
sometimes it
sense.
just comes off as like you just like this holy roller where it's like if it ain't just you like whatever you say about something if it ain't Bible related or if it's negative and it's like okay that just confirms why I don't like people or like it just confirms why you know people are like this or people like that like it don't
Because I'm trying to understand his perspective. Yes, I have to pay attention to the things that we do. I don't have no choice in that
yeah
to
no
understand
I
why
get
it's
that
written the way that it is. And it's like when you have real life examples and conversations, it just clicks in your head. Because unfortunately, the problem is people try to remove Bible so they can continue to be themselves, which is
no
outside of them.
it,
But
it just it comes off as like I now have validation why I should shit on this.
no.
That's where it comes off
And
at.
unfortunately, when it comes to the Bible, that's
No, I'm talking
it
about
don't, I'm
I'm talking
about to
about
say
like
the
from
Bible don't
personal.
like nothing we do.
I
including.
know that. I'm talking. That's why I say like you come off as like if it ain't like I'm talking
Oh,
about like just
well,
person to person. Like we just living, every
oh,
day to
that's
day, and
because
we out in
again,
public,
well,
and you don't understand
yeah,
why people say nigga, why black people say nigga, and be mad why white people say nigga.
I do,
And I
I do understand that. I'm, but unfortunately, I'm not somebody who's just gonna roll with the flow. If I know there's a reason that you should not do something, you just probably shouldn't do it. I'm not saying that I'm like, again, I understand the history behind the word. I'm not saying that that's great that y'all want to take 50% of the power away from the word. I get that. I'm not knocking that. But it's still a great example for me.
mhm.
I can't help how that comes off to folks that don't know.
It comes off as
I
passive aggressive. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, I get it now. You say it with a smug. You say it smug when you say it. Like, nah, I get it now. Why y'all so fucked up out here? Like, you're not part of this world. Like, you're not part of
I'm
this.
not.
Okay. All right.
Stop. I'm just messing with you.
No, you're not. You serious? You dead serious?
No, I'm
So,
not.
yeah, you are. It feels like it, man. When you try to explain that to people, like it's a constant debate online with people like, well, how come I can't say it and you can? Like people just choose to still remain ignorant after this is spelled out in front of you in black and white. This is why we have a problem with you saying this word. And people get mad. Well, why come I can't say it? Because we just told you. It's just what it is. It's like, I don't know.
Okay.
I would say like people with religion, like you get mad when
No,
a Catholic get mad when you call them something else than what they practice, what they believe in. You know, it's a label. That's pretty much all. Everything is just a label, unless you do shit differently or practice something differently. But nonetheless, it all just comes down to being a label. Everything has a label. Some people are cool with you having labels with certain things. Some people ain't. So
okay.
like even political wise, people get mad about that shit when they say some shit that you don't agree with. Oh, you must be a liberal,
True.
or you MAGA or some shit like that because you have a different viewpoint.
True.
Yeah, so so when you say things like, well, that just
You
confirms
don't have to
this.
worry about that ever again. I got it. I'm not going to do that anymore. I get it. It's
What do you
okay.
what did you get?
I'm getting what you're saying, and I'm not going to involve the Lord in our conversations ever again.
It's not that.
None of it.
It's the way you say it. Like when you say things, it just comes off as like I'm better or
I get
like
that. That's why I said I will stop.
it's
It's
ways
okay.
of saying it. I'm not saying you can't talk about God. I'm saying like when you talk about things like when the worldly we on this show we talk about
Because
like
when
worldly
things click in my
situations.
head, it just clicks. I've never noticed how I came off. Again, like I said, I will stop doing that. I, it's okay.
What are you stopping to what are you stopping?
Because
I want you to know
unfortunately,
exactly what you're talking about, what you're stopping.
fine, I will stop the smug behavior when I figure out something that's the Lord is right about. I will stop. And for me to do that, I will not bring up the Lord in another surface level conversation.
See, because when you say it like
It's
that,
fine.
we're not saying we don't want you to talk about God. Hell, we could talk about it. We could, you know what I'm saying? Like, hell, I even
Thank
said something
you.
about it earlier. You know what I'm saying? But
And I let it go.
yeah, I mean, like,
it's it's okay. I'm like, I'm not. It's okay. I didn't mean to offend. I didn't mean to come off smug. It just clicked in my head that that verse makes sense. I now understand what
you
he
got,
meant, and I apologize for anybody that gets offended watching this. That's that wasn't my intention, but I will do it no more. Okay? It's fine. I'm like, I will keep it here where it's supposed to be.
okay. Uh, that is about all the time we got for today. Um, Earlier I had to pause it and take a little chill pill because I kind of felt myself getting heated. And yeah, I do apologize
I
for
didn't
that
even know
to
you
you.
started it back up.
Yeah, I started back up, but I think it was like right after we was in the middle of talking about Florida, but it killed the vibes, and you became a lot like one wordy. Where this ain't the first time,
Mm-hmm.
and in return that kind of green lit me. So like I was like, let me take a step back and let me just let me reset. You know what I'm saying? Because that's not what this is about. You know, we're not here to intentionally piss each other off. You know, but we two different people with two different opinions, and we adult enough to just you know back it up and try to get back into the flow of things. Kind of like we did already. Like so, I do apologize to you. You know what I'm saying for getting myself up here. About a dumb bitch in the DR that honestly, like I think that she was stupid for doing the same shit. Um, yeah, and probably got a little too aggressive with trying to push my point. So I'll work on that as far as trying to communicate it a little better.
It's not really your fault.
I felt like it was like I felt sometimes it felt like I'd be killing the vibes a little bit, and in return you just kind
No,
of get quiet
it's probably
and
because I live in a extremely different world, so it's probably more so my fault, if anything. So I probably apologize. Well, I apologize for probably not listening as well as I could have. Versus most likely being stubborn is like I don't. I'm somebody that doesn't believe in excuses, and I'm not gonna do that. That's a problem, and that
yeah,
can piss off a lot of people. So I get
yeah.
it.
We both can, and it's like when the immovable object meets an unstoppable force, that's what happens. You know what I'm saying? Like motherfuckers got to stop. Like, look, we just got to pause for the cause, and just come on back with it. But it ain't never no bad blood. Uh, we just, I know I get passionate about certain shit. Whether it be about the way we policed out here, the way we targeted, as a culture or like as a skin color, melanin. And it took me some years to just finally take that shit serious, and I get passionate about it when it comes to police brutality and when it comes to the laws out here and how shit is. And I don't think me and you have ever really got on those kind of subjects before, as far as with
I usually stay away from it because I don't have an opinion on it for real. For real.
yeah, I have my opinions on it, and I get up there about it where it will come off as like I'm fussing, but it's not at anybody that I'm talking to. You know what I'm saying? It's the subject in general where like
It's your passion.
yeah. So I don't. It took me a minute to deal with the police shit, like the George Floyd shit, the racism. Even like I can sit here and have a whole episode about my thoughts on racism and the way black people are being treated. Not even just black people, just anybody that's not white. You know what I'm saying?
Minorities.
Minorities. You know what I'm saying? How they would feel. You know what I'm saying? Like having to live here and then constantly having stereotypes brought up or being called shit that what I'm saying I never lived through, but I have family that lived through that shit. Now you watch shit, you read shit, and you start to learn shit and how fucked up it really was back then, and you just have like this fire that burns up in you that where it's like you just want to just blow up on them. But you know, I just get I get in that mode where it's like I stop really having a dialogue, and then it's more like a rant. And yeah, so I could probably have a whole episode just about that, like what made Mondo become so fucking passionate about how we treat it here, like, and you don't have a choice but to fucking live here because you don't have the money to fucking leave. So it's like, what do? You just got to fucking deal with it and cope like we always been doing. So, but yeah, anyway, so yeah, if I know I got you there to that point, and I apologize for that. And like I said, I could communicate things a little better. I think maybe, I don't know, maybe I kind of do need to start kind of planning some shit out to where we just don't come off the cuff with shit, and then not knowing how that other person might react to it. Not really not knowing, but like kind of having, situations come up where what should be talked about, what shouldn't be talked about. You know what I'm saying? Like, because like if you don't know that I feel certain ways about police and shit like that.
I mean, that's life. You can't avoid everything. It might just be me, most likely, because I don't live within the same world. I don't think like most people. I don't, and I'm not supposed to.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, someone like me is going to be massively irritating to most people because of, again, when you're changing for the greater good, unfortunately, a lot of things I have no choice but to operate the way that I do.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying like you like operate the way that you operate, walk your walk, but it's just weird to just deny that you've, what I'm saying, I don't understand where we're coming from, where it's like, like this is not something like this is new, you know what I'm saying? Like it's not new to you where like what's going on out here, but you just have to put
It's
on
like
this
I know
veil.
it.
You put on
It's
this
more
veil like I'm not
so.
in that. I don't know what you're talking about, but you do. You know what I'm saying? Like
No, I do know what you're talking about. I wouldn't say the problem is. The issue actually is the issue. You're probably more passionate about this world than I am. I have no passion for this world. If that makes sense.
I would.
I
No, it don't.
I
It don't make sense.
understand.
It don't
That's
to
why
me.
that's what I'm saying. I don't. It might just be me, because a lot of things that we talk about, I dial back a lot. Because I don't want to be offensive. I'm not trying to be a know-it-all. I'm not trying to do none of that. That's what it might just be me. Because like you said, like your passion for Black people and stuff like that, I don't have passion for that. I don't have passion for this world at all. For nothing, especially when I know what I know. I don't have no love for this world because I'm not supposed to, and I don't want to. It makes it easier to leave. But that's why I said again, it might be me because of the fact that my direction is just somewhere totally different. That's why like a lot of things that people are doing that I can just immediately see as stupid is because of, again, I'm wired different. Well, I'm choosing to be wired different, if that makes sense.
Yeah, you could choose like, but like my point is like you haven't always been like that. Like when you
You
started
would
your
be
walk with.
surprised.
I'm saying when you started your walk with Christ, how old were you? Like
When I
when you
started
really
to take
got
it seriously,
when you
or when
got
I got
seriously
saved?
when you got seriously took it seriously. You know what I'm saying? How old were you?
16.
16.
But I messed up
When
because I started to get caught up in this world,
so
which
you
I should have
understand.
never went back to.
So that's what I'm saying. So you understand what the world is and what the world goes through and what the world thinks, but you just deny that.
I don't deny it. I accept it and move on.
So if
If
I'm
that
telling
makes
you,
sense.
so it's not.
But
So when I'm telling you
I
things,
use.
it's
Go
not
ahead.
excuses. So I'm saying when I'm telling you things, it's not excuses. It's
Oh no, some
facts.
stuff
It's
is.
when it's factual in reality, and you just choose to deny it because that's just not something that you believe in anymore. To just say that it doesn't just happen and it's excuses, You know what I'm saying? Like it's it's just wild in my brain.
No, it's because I know what it is, and I just let it be great because of the fact that again, when I probably start speaking, I know what I'm speaking to. It's not the person; it's the thing that's controlling the person, which is how most people get irritated because I'm irritating the demons that live in you. For anybody, that's just that's a fact. Unfortunately, people don't want to believe that. They ain't got to. But I'm like, I'm not here to irritate you individually. Am I going to irritate the demons that's living in your body? I sure enough am, because that's what I'm here to do. That's what truth does, though. It peels the scales off your eyes. It makes you think about things a lot different. But
Yeah, but this ain't
everybody's
this
not
ain't the this ain't the
everybody's not here for wanting to hear that either. Because again, you already know I'm one of those people. I'm like, I'm never gonna throw God in your face every moment. Did I probably have a bad moment to want to have a click or aha? Because sometimes I don't have an example for everything, and it comes out my mouth at the wrong moment. Yes, I can eat that. That is definitely my fault.
yeah, like maybe like because this is supposed to be like kind of lighthearted.
That's
We
why I said I
joking,
won't bring it
shit
up no
talk.
more. I won't do that again.
I mean, because like I don't want you to be doing something or be around shit that you don't really need to be around, or be in a situation where you're asked questions about certain things, and you know it's
I don't have
just
no problems answering questions, but the issue is going to be whether or not people accept my answer. And unfortunately, most people are not going to accept my answer, and I've learned to ignore that.
no. We your answer's fine. The problem that I have is that what's being talked about. You know what I mean, but it's like you just don't want to admit it, or you just don't like to say, yeah, I
Oh,
understand.
I did say I understood. But at the end of the day, I also understand him, and I see why he says what he says. Why can't it be both?
You know what I'm saying? You
There's
could be.
nothing wrong with humans being humans, and there's nothing wrong with examples being real live. To want to be like, okay, I understand his perspective further, and I see why he says stuff the way that he does, because sometimes I need examples. I get, that it's a constant cycle and stuff like that, but it's not the same when you're not living it, I guess. If that makes sense. I don't think that makes sense. Scratch that.
It does. I mean, like it goes both ways. So like, if you ain't never lived it, or you
Like
just
I'm happy for both. It's not I'm not knocking it if that's what black folks want to do, go right ahead. And if it's a great example for me to understand the Lord's perspective so I can understand this world through his eyes instead of mine, that's great for me too. That's what's like, why can't it be both? I'm like, I understand your point, but I understand his more.
nothing wrong with that. But
That's what I'm trying to learn to do. Because unfortunately, I'm like, I have to still function in this world whether I want to or not. But I'm trying to function in his world far more than I function in this one. Which is why I say I'm not. I'm a. I'm an interesting breed. I'm not, unfortunately, your everyday Christian. I'm not, and I'm not even gonna pretend that I am. And I don't want to be. I want to be as different as possible, and I love it. But there's a time and a place for it too, and this was not it. Because I don't know how because some people take God way, way far more serious than I do, and some people take him really lighthearted. This was not the time or the place. That's why I said I will take ownership of that. This is not. That wasn't the time for me to do that. It just wasn't, and it's okay. That's why I said I apologize. I don't
yeah,
want to
just
offend nobody.
yeah,
It's just
nah,
a moment that went left. That's why I said I won't do it again. I don't want to do that again.
yeah. Like like I guess when you say it like that, it kind of seems. It seems like you ever had like been in a relationship with somebody, but like, well, I can see when we talk about serious topics, we get into it, so I just won't talk no more. That's what it kind of seems like in a
I
way,
mean, to me, it's not a serious topic.
huh?
I said, but for me, most of these topics aren't really serious.
No,
to
I'm
me.
giving an example. Like I just won't talk no more. Just to keep me from having issues with you, I just ain't gonna talk no more. That's what it. That's the
Oh,
vibe you getting
yes,
off. That's the kind of vibe you getting off of this right now.
yes,
So you're
because
just
I
not gonna
don't
talk no
believe
more.
in conflict. I don't believe in conflict. Like I
So,
don't.
so that's what I'm saying. Is like so.
It's nothing wrong with that though. I don't have no problems tailoring myself to make sure you continue to stay comfortable. It's not that big of a deal to me.
Nah, but
It's
I
okay.
nah, but
I'm used to doing that. It's okay.
uh, I don't know what
Because
like.
remember, I'm the little mini co-host. I shouldn't even be making you uncomfortable. I shouldn't even be
No,
talking
it's
over
not.
you
It's not making me uncomfortable. Is
or mad.
these
I meant any
no?
feeling besides
Because it.
laughter.
That's what I'm saying. I might as well do it by myself if I'm be talking to myself, or I'm just gonna only talk about shit I want to talk about, or have feedback on stuff that comes up.
It's
Like
your
if
show. It is supposed to be about you.
no, it's not. I'm saying like if I'm just talking to myself, you know what I'm saying, it's not gonna
But
it's
you're not talking to yourself. Don't talk
no
back.
if you don't like it's I don't know. I don't know how the fuck to put it, man. Like it's I don't know. It's like the wrong person to have these type of subjects with. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're not like if you're walking this way, but I'm talking about this, that's gonna pull you to talk about this that you don't want to talk about.
I don't have a problem with what we talk about. Unfortunately shut down the other side of my brain. That's it. It's fine. As you can clearly see, we have talked about so much in a variety of things and been totally fine. It's just only in this one moment.
Nah, it's been a couple. It's been a couple. It's been a few.
Okay.
Yeah, for real. Like even when we had the other one with the group, it was a couple on there, and then there's probably a couple episodes back where we kind of had differences with that, and it
Yeah, I
ended up
don't.
being the same thing. But
Because what I'm not gonna do is argue with anybody. If I'm like, I'm not gonna do that. You already know this.
yeah, I know that. I'm saying like
I don't
we're
have
not.
no problems talking about it, but I understand where majority of your passions lie, which is why I usually don't bring them up. I intentionally choose topics that don't have anything to do with it.
You know
Yes,
what I'm saying?
I tailor
We
majority
was
of the
both gonna
stuff.
talk about the same thing. Like the same thing you had talked about, I was gonna bring up anyway. But it's like
What, the cyber trucks in
no, not the
Florida?
Cybertrucks. No, I'm talking about that. I'm talking about the lady,
Cornstarch,
the lady.
baby powder.
No, I'm talking about the crash out. Like for somebody that's like, yeah, legalize road rage. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna be like,
Which
yeah,
is
she was wrong for that shit.
for someone like her, yeah, legalize crash outs. No.
No, I said legalize road rage. But no, like
I
I'm talking
know.
about like crash outs. Like I'm not saying what she did was right, but I understand. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't say everybody because I'm talking to somebody that just never got to that point where they
You
just lost
relate.
it.
There's nothing wrong with relating. But again, I was wrong with that. That's why I said it's probably me.
So I'm saying
Because I
you can't
understand
relate to none of that stuff. I mean, I'm saying you can't relate to.
I can't relate to a lot, but it's fine. I don't necessarily always need to relate, but I'm not gonna try and relate to bad behavior either. I'm not gonna try and relate
So
to
I'm saying
some
if you
stuff.
can't, I'm
It's
saying like if
not right because I could probably do a little bit better in that regard. Because again, that's why I said I understand that I'm a different breed.
I'm saying like I wouldn't
I'm
say
never gonna knock that about myself. I'm
no,
weird.
no. So like as far as just say I just can't relate to that. I've never been in that situation or I don't think like that no more. And then you can get a perspective of somebody that can't relate to it and it can give you personal experience and, not be told that it's an excuse, like an excuse for something. Like it's not a excuse if you use it to like, like if I'm using something for personal gain, it's not an excuse. It's give you a reason. This is reasons why we don't do this. This is reasons why we do this. This is the reason why people go and do this. You know what I'm saying? It's not an excuse. You know what I'm saying? It's just facts. This is why they do shit. Not an excuse. You know what I'm saying? So it's almost like the problem I had with the people that was like in comments, like they just nobody said anything about the man, like what he's doing wrong. They just all just on this black woman. You know,
Because she
like
looks stupid.
she did.
That's the point of the
That's
video.
a fact. Yeah, she looks stupid. That's a
I
fact.
must say because nobody recorded what the man was doing. You're too busy recording what she's doing. So that's why I was like, again, even if you're right, you're now wrong, and it's still poor behavior because that's not how you handle that as a grown woman. So to me, it's still in my mind. It's like, what am I about to sit right here and give you excuses for your bad behavior
You know it's
and
gonna
over some money
you know it's gonna
that
sound
he
fucked
might
up.
have?
You know it's gonna sound fucked up.
I don't care.
It's
But
like when Canvas Samuel's like women act that out of emotion most of the time instead
so do
of
men. With y'all
right.
ego and y'all pride. What you mean? That's an emotion. Those are things that you shouldn't do. Because you feel some type of way. You feel like someone disrespected you. What do y'all think that is? It's the same thing. And it's still wrong.
Okie dokie. See what happened there?
What?
When I was saying like men when women act out of emotion, he just rah rah rah. What about this? What about this? What about this? What about this? And
Because I don't like when people do that. Emotions are not in one person.
so I
It's
just
not in
told.
one
So I
gender.
gave you a heads up. Like want to hear like this is gonna sound fucked up. And as soon as I said it, what about this? What about
Oh,
this?
I
What about
thought
this?
you
What about
meant
this?
I sound messed up. That's what I'm like, I don't care.
You see what I'm saying?
Not
Like
you.
so you see how you just
I didn't think you were gonna say something. I thought you said I said something. That's why I'm like, I don't care. It's true.
yeah.
So again, that's my fault. I mean, I would still feel the same way either way, but my bad. I didn't hear you say ah. I thought you said you.
Mm-mm. All right. Wake up. All right, y'all. We appreciate y'all for hanging out. It has been a smooth 2 hour and 40 something minute ride. Don't forget to leave something in the comments to read everything. If you leave something fucked up, we will roast you. Uh, anything you want to plug?
Everyone have a good night.
Already, you heard it here first. So thank y'all for coming out. God bless. Good night. Say bye, Pepper. See you fuckers later.